So, last session, you all left the tomb of Yanzi Ben back into the magical Ironwood Forest. Upon returning back into the forest, you all came into contact with Parthama, the Chimera of Ironwood, who wanted the weapon Windvane. Shihatsu refused giving up the weapon, and learning that Parthama was crafting lies to try and get the weapon, thanks to Bar's insight, the party refused to give it up. She would explain to the party that there is an underground city that she seeks, and is determined to open it, needing 4 specific weapons she saw in a dream. Parthama attacked the party and was defeated easily before surrendering to Bar and offering her services forever as a servant of his. She will return back to that cave at the start of every month, and wait at least 3 hours before leaving, which was, she agreed upon that.
15th.
Of the 15th, thank you. Yanvar began to summon a celestial being into the world known as Kal Umendel, a Snever into the world, as a holy guardian and to help the party in future goals. But as Gar was trying to summon his familiar, he was stopped by Shihatsu, who warned Gar that he was doing what he was doing would cause more harm than good, and thus the party moved on into the trail. After a couple hours on the old trail that nature was slowly reclaiming, the party came across travelers being attacked by blood trolls, creatures of Char, and one of the 3 major kingdoms and figures that participated in the Shadow Wars events. The party sprang into battle and were successful in saving those travelers from whatever the blood trolls were going to do. The father figure, Randor, introduced himself and explained his horrific tale of what he went through as each village was fallen to these savages. They learned that a figure known as the Blood Drinker was leading the blood trolls and were seeking the Phoenix Stone of whatever this is. As you all are resting and you continue your trail down the old road, anything you all want to do as you make your way to Leibester. Currently, it is almost dusk. The sun is slowly setting on Aris.
I will kind of walk back to Shihatsu, who's kind of been ostracized recently. I'll just walk up to them and say, so, one thing I learned in that, whatever that realm was that you sent us to, is that my will is not as strong as I thought it was. Would you help me build my resolve in that way?
It would take a couple of years to build up something like that, but I will do my best.
I appreciate it. I'm not expecting miracles, but something I need to work on.
Of course. Just don't do anything stupid.
I'll try not to. It's kind of hard sometimes with this lot.
Yeah, I feel that one.
You have any tips? Anything that, could you try practicing casting spells on me that I have to resist?
When we get into town and we find a place to stay, as we need, to be frank, a central point of operation now.
Right. Alright.
Well, the other problem is we're going to need gold. We're going to need allies.
Of course. I have very few of both of those things.
We all do right now.
Exactly. We'll have to do our best. And I'll just hop up on Cal after that conversation and begin flying ahead of the group, above them, and keeping an eye out for things.
Okay. As you all continue down your through the wooden paths of the forest, Trees start to become less dense as the road before you goes from this simple dirt path that was being reclaimed by nature to these concrete-like road that is near impervious, thanks to these large ditches in both sides of the road. As you begin to travel down these smooth roads, you begin to see these lights, these towering beacons on the road that are lit with this continual flame that keeps the road lit. As you continue down the trail, a stone face that is perfectly crafted and smoothed sits sort of at the side of the road next to this pillar of light.
Gar will actually jump down and check out the stone face.
I'll follow.
As you approach it, the eyes glow blue and speaks out the following message in common. You're currently traveling through Old West Road and now entering the town of Leicester. Currently, the town is undergoing a mass change and has been growing recently with further progress. Leicester has the potential to become a city due to the falling of recent villages. Please be respectful within the city, as the recent war with the Trolls of Char have caused many villages to be destroyed and residents taking shelter within Leicester. As such, the 5 horsemen have placed a bounty for any hunters that wish to take the job. For every troll tusk that is collected and returned to the local townkeeper, you shall receive 25 gold pieces as a reward for your services to the kingdom.
Well, it looks like we found a good way to make both good and morals and good on coin.
Message continues. To any new travelers that enter the kingdom, we of House Thorgrim welcome you to the kingdom of Uthar. And we would like to remind you that, as with many kingdoms that exist, to please respect the laws and culture of the society, even though a political war is going on and all cultures should be respected for the betterment of all civilians. Be warned, though, for entering the cities of Wisteria for the rat plague that has been ravaging the cities recently. If you are infected, you will not be allowed into any of the cities, and any attempts will mean immediate death, and the conversion into undead to serve under the Lich King for eternity. Long live his reign. So once again, please be respectful. Should you be continuing down the Old West Road on horseback, you should arrive to the Great Fort Thunder in 10 days. Should you go down the Great Road, you will arrive at Wellspring in 20 days on horseback. Thank you for listening and giving your time. Please have a wonderful day, as the message and the blue eyes fade away from the stone.
Hooray!
Well,
If
this
we die
seems
from a
to be a
bullet,
good
we'll keep
place. I'll turn to everyone and say, I think for now it'd be best if I part ways. I feel that I can get us some allies, but in the current situation, it wouldn't be of use for me to stay here. Plus, I know I'm not exactly welcomed by some people, and I'll look over at Azir. So I think for now it'd be best if I find allies on my own to help us.
Yeah, he's just not saying anything. He's just sitting there.
Before I leave, though, I will give one more warning. I honestly do not think you should trust those gods. I don't know much about Cyrodiil, but something seems off about Ishodo. I really don't.
Actually, Gar, as
trust-
Shatu looks at you, you're not going anywhere.
No?
No,
Why?
I don't exactly trust what you're going to do. To be perfectly frank, the recent events that you have done makes you untrustworthy. So you will stay by my side until I say you can go.
And besides, we need gold and allies. Gar, you could help us hunt these trolls if that's what we decide to do. I mean, I know that you are about as fragile as a real bird, but you're quite useful.
And besides, as long as you have that mark on you, you're not going anywhere. Not until I figure out what exactly that is.
Yeah, that looks like some sort of disease, Gar, but lesser restoration didn't work on it. Maybe you're infected with the rat plague too. I'm kidding.
Why do you always have to distrust me? I'm trying to help people, and every time I help someone, I'm the bad guy.
Your intentions are good, but your methods is the problem. That is why you're not going anywhere.
And besides, what allies do you exactly intend to recruit on your own?
Because you've betrayed all your allies that you formerly had.
Which allies do you plan to recruit, Gar?
I was going to try to get the Arcoras on our side. My family still has power in this timeline, so I could use that to my advantage.
I don't know. It seems like we're on a pretty tight deadline. I feel like we should stick with the plan. And stick together. What if you get hurt on the way, traveling alone to the Aracora? We won't be able to save you.
I don't need saving. I can't handle this.
Please, we know that is all bullshit. How
Not
many times have
necessarily-
we saved you?
It's not necessarily that you need saving, Gar. It's about what happens when danger comes. This is the territory of the Lich King. And if I remember my history correctly, he has an especial hatred for your kind.
Guard just starts walking down the road.
In which direction is he heading? Towards the Leibester? Or
The opposite way that we were heading.
Shihatsu grabs you.
I'll grab him as well.
why do you have to be so insistent, Gar? Let's just stick together. We'll get through this together.
Getting out of here. You have a lot to atone for. You think you're just going to run away?
You really think I'm going to run, huh? And as I say that, I'll pull out my sword with my free hand.
No, I don't think you're going to run. I think you're going to do something incredibly stupid. That is what I'm trying to stop. Don't you remember what exactly happened a couple hours ago? As the family now starts to see this struggle go on. There is this cowardness behind them. They sort of just watch their heroes sort of fight against each other. If I recall correctly, you began summoning something that I warned you about.
Wait,
That
now that you bring that up, that reminds me, Gar. Whenever we were in Restford, you said you couldn't read deep speech. So how were you able to trace the runes for that in deep speech?
I think our friend, the tree, the half-truth, has something to do with this.
But not only that, don't you all notice something else? Whatever happened to his magic?
I mean, I just thought he wanted to fight. Guard, shoot me with your, I don't know what you call pew-pews.
Style of fighting has changed indeed. The one thing I can notice.
To an incredible extent.
Come on, Gar, what are you waiting for? I can take it. You probably won't even hit me.
No, let's make this interesting. As I pull my spear out. Come on, then. It's that little test here.
Well, okay. We're scaring the people we're protecting,
This
guys.
year?
I'll turn over to him and say, "Don't worry, this is just a friendly sparring match."
Azir, back off.
Shahatsu. I actually go to her and just say, "Look, I'm not going to go crazy. All right, please." And I will put Shark Steel on the ground. Not even gonna use this.
Yeah.
Just my spear.
He really wants to keep on fighting as I aim my sword at him. You're just going to try to use me like everyone else has. Let's be real. That's why you want me around.
Fortunately, Gar, due to our own differences, I can actually see you as a valuable ally. As a trusted one, though, that is completely fucking different because you have a lot of things to do to atone for yourself. I don't really find it comfortable sitting and sleeping next door to a butcherer of his own family.
As soon as you say that, you see his eyes begin to light up with anger. I'm going to use my fighting spirit to give
I think
myself-
we all should go into initiative right now for this.
Oh,
No.
fuck.
Let me pull out the old map real quick for this.
The old big map from last week.
Yeah. Give me a second to find it. Oh boy.
Dang losers are gonna make me waste my mana, aren't you?
Is this it?
Is there?
Sorry, what did you say then?
I'm guessing 17 and 16 hits you.
No.
No,
We're going to
we
initiative
got to roll initiative
because
first.
of this. This is sort of something that you all kind of knew was going to happen, so no one's really surprised about it. Okay, I just have to. Is this it? Yeah, this is it. Okay.
By one. It's just by one.
Nerd.
Oh, good. I have 13. Maybe I can calm you down.
Okay. Let's go ahead and Gar's right here. Just drag yourselves on the field real quick for me. That'd be a lot easier.
I don't seem.
Because I was not expecting this, so hey, let's go for it.
I see two Gars for some reason.
I don't even see one.
Is there two Gar?
Yeah, there's two Gars right now.
Where?
Yeah.
Oh, there I am.
Let me
Down there.
let me just put that in GM.
I have to fight two Gars? Wait, what?
See, look, guys, his magic is back. No problem.
Chatsu. That's not the one I wanted. NPC sheets. There we go.
Do-do-do-do-do.
And all right.
Still
I
don't
think
see me on
that's-
board.
I am drag you out.
Ah, cheers.
I feel like Yangvar and yeah, that's
Probably
Wow.
right about there.
Ultron is just doing his own thing because he doesn't really give a fuck. All right.
I got a 13, by the way.
Yeah, I got 12.
I got an 11.
Grab his-
Who is here being in front of me since he was the one that is trying to.
To be fair, Ingvar was breaking us up.
Yangvar
already before that
Yangvar and
happened.
Shahatsu were in between you guys trying to calm yourself, and then the outburst happened. Yangvar had 13. Zir had a 11. I am not going to put Ultron into this because I know he would not want
He'd
to
be
take.
like, fucking whatever. He's
Yeah.
just still there talking to Ted about life.
He's trying to steal cuddles of my mount.
So everyone seems to be on. Okay. So
Hey, So I guess Song's up first.
Yeah, Song's up first.
Uh,
Actually, we're gonna have a much. We're gonna use this theme.
use what thing?
Okay,
Music.
Song.
Gotcha. So Song, I imagine, would be up with the villagers, talking to them, and then trying to calm them, and then hearing this go on, he's like, guys, please calm down. There's no need to fight amongst ourselves. We have bigger things to do. And that's basically his turn.
Shahatsu, I need both Azir and Gar to give me wisdom saving throws.
Okay.
As she's gonna cast Hold Person on both of you.
15.
You succeed, Azir. Gar, you do not, as your body paralyzes. Bar. As Shihatsu's looking around saying, okay, this has gotten out of hand.
Bar will raise his hand to the air and cool down a calm emotions. Yeah. So that's everybody within 60 feet. And that's a wisdom save. Oh, sorry. It's a 20-foot radius, so...
So that'd be everyone.
Sorry, that's a charisma saving throw, not a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, sorry. What saving throw is it?
Charisma saving
So
throw.
it's even better then. Instead of an 18, it
15.
is a
Zia failed.
20.
Okay.
So I rolled a 20.
Ron is calm. Shihatsu succeeded.
21, actually, sorry.
Okay.
Did I succeed the DC? Or
Nope,
no?
you failed.
Gar, I need you to go ahead and give me a charisma saving throw.
I'm out of his range if it's 20 feet.
No, it's on the right in the middle. I wouldn't cast it from myself.
Okay, I thought
Yeah.
it was from your point.
That is a success, however.
Okay. Anything you want to do, Bar? Other than that?
I'll just walk up beside Azir. Now that he's indifferent. Shall I cast a spell just so you can read it?
Okay. Young Bar.
Alright, so Gar is paralyzed, his ear's not right now?
Gar
not.
is currently paralyzed.
Okay.
But however, I am calm though.
You are now indifferent towards Gar.
So I'll just kind of put my hands up, like, okay, guys, I'm all for Gar showing off his magic or lack thereof, but let's not actually kill each other. Remember, everything we do screws up everything.
I know, and that's why I wasn't going to kill him.
Let's just get to Libster,
Libester.
Libester, and form a plan there. I think being on the road and dealing with all these tragedies is starting to take a toll on some of us.
Gar, you may make another wisdom saving throw. Okay, you are still currently paralyzed.
You can see he's gripping his sword very tightly, and I guess Yngvar and Shihatsu will be the only ones closest to see, so both of them would do perception.
I guess I can't do a save at all to like calm
They're all-
emotions.
Everyone's kind of seeing what's going on.
All right.
So everyone would really
the
know.
mark on his hand is starting to glow.
Yeah, can I take it? I can't do a saving throw for calm emotions at all on my turn.
Not listed on the spell.
It is until Bar drops it. It's up to 1 minute.
Brother, this is probably best for me to handle it. I know I've been irrational, and I talked to Shihatsu about it, but he does have a lot to answer for. So
Fighting solves nothing. I will not allow it to go beyond my jurisdiction. Shihatsu thinks this is a bad idea, and he is the one that has trained us so far.
very well then. And he passes you his spear.
Okay.
How about no weapons then?
There is no need to fight. It doesn't solve anything. You fight, someone wins. There's only anger between the one who lost and the one who won. There's nothing to gain from this fight.
I kind of see that, and I kind of look at Shihatsu, biting my fucking lip, and I'm just gonna say, you always could fucking read me, couldn't you?
Ron runs up to Gar, puts his hands on Gar's
Walk away.
shoulder, and say, "You calm?" Song.
I can't respond because I'm
Yeah,
frozen.
you can't respond. So, Song would still be trying to calm down this what's going on.
Yeah, so Song's gonna now, seeing that Azir's walking away and all the commotion, and is gonna turn back to the villagers and be like, "I'm sorry, they're usually not like this. We are actually mostly good people."
Mostly.
Shihatsu is going to drop the whole person and look at your way, Gar. You're calm?
I've got my back behind him as well, so I'm not even looking at him.
Gar?
I'm going to walk up beside Ron, just put a hand on his shoulder.
Okay.
Cast the open quotes help action if he is going to do anything.
Alright, got it. Yangvar.
Seeing that Gar's mark is glowing, I will say, "Okay, Gar, that is definitely not normal. Do you know anything about that mark?" Alright, it seems he's too angry to respond. How about this? Let's save our violence and our anger for the forces of the Lich King and the demon army that's threatening to destroy everything we know and love.
I can concur to that. Just depends if his ego can keep it in check.
Gar.
I refuse. I refuse to be anyone's tools. And as I say that, you see him attempt to actually grab Ron with that marked hand.
Ron, go ahead and give me a athletics. With advantage, because Ron does not see this coming. Okay. You have, you grab onto, like, Ron's, like, half of his face with that hand mark. What do you want to do?
I refuse! And as I scream that, you see the mark burn on his flesh.
As Ron gives out a scream, go ahead and roll me 5d8.
5d8? Oh my god.
Okay. As suddenly you can see Ron's face begins to burn as he lets out the scream and falls to the ground.
Whoa. We're not killing each other.
You can see now half of his face is now burnt.
And
I'm
As
not
he
puppets.
continues
I'm
out the
not
scream.
puppets anymore.
Anything else you want to do, Gar?
I begin to slowly walk back.
Okay. As you turn around, you can see Ron's now on the ground screaming.
Oh my. Is he
He's
still?
like-
Is he
he's
still
like-
grappled with him?
No, he immediately let go. Half of his face is now burned. The left side.
Christ, you goddamn fool! You stupid fucking idiot! And with that, actually just trying to calm myself because of the emotions. I'm gonna say you.
I believe it breaks. Actually, I believe it breaks out if the enemy attacks one of your allies.
And as that,
It says right there, or if it witnesses any of its friends being harmed, it ends.
Yeah, it ends.
and his hand's gonna glow, and he's like, "Come on, let me correct my mistakes." And I'm gonna cast Hold Person on Gar.
Okay.
So he needs to give me a good old Wisdom save. Unfortunately, that's my that's higher. So he breaks through it, and
Yep.
I am going to slam to the ground. Going to call upon the bear spirit and say, protect everyone that isn't Gar. You get advantages to strength checks, saving throws, and 10+ on your health. As I kind of walk up to Ron and say, "Can't say I'm surprised." Goddamn fucking idiot. That's gotta be me. I can't do anything else.
Ron continues to scream. He needs to make another con save. Fails. Gar, go ahead and roll me another 5d8.
Oh my god.
Can I roll cutting words on this damage?
Yep.
Alright. 12 instead.
As again, the mark begins to spread, covering now almost his entire face. As Ron continues to scream. Song.
Seeing this, Song will cast healing light on Ron for 3d6. So, Ron heals for 12 hit points.
Okay.
And that is Song's turn.
Alright. Shahatsu, seeing this, is going to run up here and tackle you down to the ground. I need you to go ahead and give me a athletics.
That's with advantage as well with the bear.
Do I still have advantage or no?
No, you're not an ally.
No, from before, Will.
Is that with fighting spirit?
No.
Type in what you're talking about.
Whenever you had me do advantage on Ron.
That was for a different thing. That was because he wasn't expecting you to do something.
Good. Shahatsu, whether she gets with it.
Shahatsu tackles you to the ground. You're currently grappled. Gar, don't make me do this. Bar. As you can see, Ron is screaming on the ground. The healing energy that Song gave, tell it's keeping him alive, but the mark's not going away. The burn.
I'll scream at like Bar. Can you do anything? You save him.
I'm an entertainer, not a healer. I can keep him alive, perhaps, but only for as much mana as I have.
He's got his hands. He's like,
This is more Ingvar's territory, and I will then cast Beacon of Hope with the Abjuration Shard.
Okay.
And I believe that's free. Yep, okay, and then I'll cast with Wind Dancer the 3rd level Cure Wounds. So, whether that is maxed out, I'll just roll it so I can check. That's 8.
24 plus your charisma.
Plus 5, so 29 points of health to Ron.
Got it. And with that, he stops screaming, but the mark remains. Yangvar.
I will shout at Gar and be like, Gar, you say you don't want to be a puppet, but that mark is literally transforming you into a different kind of puppet right now. We need to figure out what it is and remove it. And then I will... Can I make a check to see if there's any way to help Ron? Or would I know of any way to help him? Like
Make
this
a
weird...
medicine.
Okay, please don't fail me now. 17.
It's possible with your knowledge of what's going on that this may be a disease that's spreading across his body.
Okay, do I still have an action left?
You will have an action.
In that case, I will reach out with my lay on hands and pour 5 points in him to cure disease.
Got it. And Ron kind of just is staring at Gar, completely scared, but the mark doesn't disappear.
Is it still burning though?
It's no longer burning, but it has permanent damage now on his face.
Gotcha. That's my turn.
Gar.
You wish to hold me back like everyone else. Let's see how you like this, Snake. As I extend my hand again towards him.
Okay. Make an attack roll.
I'll just use my sword. And because he's kind of hysterical right now, I will use Fighting Spirit to give myself advantage.
Well, you grappled, didn't you? Wouldn't you been just normal rolls?
Yeah.
It would be just normal rolls.
I'm just using the long sword
It's only restraint that gives you disadvantage. Grapple technically doesn't, just gives you 0 movement speed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm technically grappled now.
So both of those hit.
Alright.
I'm going to cutting words one of the damages. Let's just say the first one.
So it would be 10d8 total.
Ugh.
Oh my god, that's so much damage.
That's a lot of damage.
In fact, I'm going to Exit Surge and do it again.
Yeah, go for it. Okay, again, 10d8.
And as he's doing this, you can see that mark's now starting to spread to his whole body now instead of just his arm.
At which point, Shihatsu looks at everyone, and suddenly, their skills turns into this rainbow color, and Shihatsu grabs you by the throat now, Gar, unfazed about what exactly just happened. Azir.
Azir is like in shock now. He's like, what have I done? I can't lose.
Wait.
Not again.
Put your withering.
Like-
Help Ron.
Gar's not himself, so be careful, Azir.
Out of that, I'm gonna go to bar. Please, give me my spear. Let me knock him out. Maybe I can stop this.
Be good.
Would that be an action or anything just to get that?
It would be a reaction. I'll say
Okay.
that.
Bonus action, popping, going shillelagh with it, and just looking in sheer fear, and to see how this is. Azir, his back is going to start glowing, and wings are going to start popping out of them. And I'm going to go from the air, and I'm going to slam Gar right in the face with the back end of my spear, so I'm going to do subdue damage on him.
Okay.
Which would be... Okay, that's nat 1!
As the spear comes down, Gar.
Actually,
Yeah.
I get don't I get with shillelagh? Don't I get Fuck no, I don't think I do.
No, you don't get advantage if that's
Oh,
right.
yeah.
Gar, you chuckle and move out of the way a little bit, but you're still grappled. And you stare at everyone, and you seem everyone's betrayed you now.
I look at Shihatsu. I'm just like, you were right. You were right. You were right.
Ron. I want to check one spell real quick. Yeah, no, he's not going to do that. He's going to cast Bless at level 2. Azir, Yanvar, Bar, and Shihatsu are now blessed.
Is that just a D4 for
A D4 for attack rolls or saving throws.
Okay.
Song.
All right, saying all this and freaking out. Let's see. How far could Song get? 45 feet. Okay. Song's going to shout out, like, do you think lesser restoration could work? I'm like, I mean, I've already tried that and it didn't work, but do whatever you think. And, does Ron still look like he's super hurt?
Ron looks perfectly fine. The mark is no longer burning, but it has caused permanent damage on his face.
Okay. In that case, Song will...
And it's sort of like pure red, like someone got recently like 3rd degree like burns.
Think like the hound from like Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
His face is all
Yeah,
like,
that would be the biggest thing, except it's covering his entire face.
Okay. So Song's like, well, I've got a different plan. He's going to use his action to dash up, and that's his turn.
Shihatsu's going to strike Gar 3 times and try to kill him with the spear.
I'm just gonna scream.
18,
Hits.
24,
Hits.
19.
Hits.
I'm
So-
screaming at Shahatsu. Stop it! Please!
You take 33 points of damage total,
Right.
unless you have resistance to lightning of some kind.
To what?
Lightning.
No, I don't.
'Kay.
So how much?
33 total.
So then that'd be, since I have +5, so that'd be 28 total.
Got it. Bar.
I shall bestow curse on Gar, which is a wisdom saving throw. Okay. While cursed, the target must make a wisdom saving throw on the start of each of its turns. If it fails, it wastes its action and turn doing nothing.
Okay.
As a bonus action, I shall inspire Ron for whatever he may need it for.
Feeling he's gonna need some inspiration after fucking that.
Young Bar.
All right. I will run up saying that Ron's okay, and I will just reach down at the top of Gar's head and put 5 points of lay on hands in him, trying to also remove disease.
Okay. You can see that this mark still continues and is now covering almost to the point of his heart. Doesn't go away.
Did it seem to stop glowing or anything?
No.
All right.
Continuing to spread.
Okay, this isn't ordinary, guys. I honestly don't know what to do about this.
Gar. You can't do anything, but if there's anything you want to like say or do, now's your
No,
chance.
it's actually on this turn. He now makes a wisdom save.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure.
If he
Uh,
succeeds,
Let me
oh,
look
bless
so
him.
curse.
Saving throw will become cursed for the duration of the spell. When you choose one of the fates, and then while cursed, the target must make a wisdom save.
It's
Yeah.
only an action that I can't do.
No,
still did
you
that
you
action.
it's action turn and turn doing nothing.
Okay.
That's
Oh
the-
wow.
Let's
So
see.
you can't do anything.
Uh,
Yeah, wild curse the target. So you must be actually like walk right here though, because you had to touch him.
sorry, yeah.
So yeah, right here. If you fail, you waste your action. And do
Alright,
nothing.
I'll roll in.
You did second time. It was 8.
Yeah.
Gar, is there anything you want to say? Because you can still speak.
Betrayed up until the very end. This isn't over. I will fix this world.
Azir.
Zia is like actually just seeing that he actually looks like he's about to cry. Look, I'm gonna go here very slowly, and I'm just gonna put my hand on Shihatsu. Stop it. It's my fault. Let me sort this out. Please.
The faster we kill him, the better. It's too late now.
We are not Killing him.
Do you want us to die then?
No! I don't want anyone to die.
He chose this path.
I can save him.
This is his fate.
No. Fate
Song
can
says,
change.
"Wait, I might have a solution."
I'm gonna say, and I'm just gonna get in front of Shahatsu. You're taking me with him then. I unleashed it to do your worst.
Ron is gonna come over here and heal Shatsu for what's it called? The circle thing, the aura of healing, whatever it is.
Oh, shouldn't
Drop.
Shahatsu be still taking damage because he's still burning?
They do not get affected by this.
Oh, they don't?
The rainbow scales.
Nope. Shatsu is unaffected by what exactly is going on.
Oh.
Okay. And Song?
All right, seeing everyone freak out and realizing this might be his last chance to help. Being someone opposed to conflict, Song will reach out and he's like, "I don't know if this will work, but it's the only thing I have." And he will try to remove curse on Gar.
As you cast that, the mark continues to grow.
Grap, I don't know what to do. And Song starts looking very flustered now too, like he's on the verge of tears.
Oh boy. Shatsu is gonna make 3 more strikes at Gar.
I'm in the way, so would she have to hit me as well? Wait.
She can easily move out of the way and go up. And besides,
she's taller than you, so I imagine she
Yeah.
could just go over your head.
Please. Don't do it.
that is a natural 20.
Ugh.
So you take 19 points of damage total.
I'm still up.
11.
Misses.
And a 9.
Misses.
Misses. Okay. You're still up. Bar.
I shall use the wind dancer, and I shall summon 8 smoke methods again, and I'll make sure there's one above me, one above Ingvar, one above Ron, one above Song, 2 above. So essentially, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that. So then,
And that gets rid of your curse.
yeah, that's fine. And then one above Gar as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then the other 2 I'll just put here. 1 here, 2 here.
Okay. That good?
And then that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more. And then that means Azir and Gar are gonna have to make 6 deck saves or be blinded.
All
DC
right.
10.
Oh, the deck saves. But...
Oh, well, I'm blind.
Yeah,
I have
you are-
bad
yeah.
decks, so
You're both are blind now
the blind man is double blind.
and unable to see.
And then I'm going to take. That's my action. To fuck's sake. Yeah, so 10 feet, and just gently touch Azir on the shoulder. Please, you don't have to see this. Come away.
Oh.
Okay. Anything else you want to do, Bar?
My action. Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Yangvar, as Shahati looks at you, quickly! You have to finish this before he hurts any more people!
Is this really the only way, though? Can't we just knock him out and take him to a temple?
He's gone.
How do you know that?
Look at him. Look at what he's done.
Yes, something is currently taking him over. That doesn't mean he's gone forever.
And he's going to hurt everyone else unless you take action. This curse is disease is uncurable.
What is it? I need to know what it is. You're asking me to murder someone.
It's something that is caused. It's generated from the tree that we talked about. It's when you accept the deal fully that it can generate a certain emotion triggers this effect. In Gar's condition, it was pride. And it triggered it. And now it's consuming him and transforming him into something else. And if we don't stop him, we all may fall.
If we revive him, will he be normal?
This affects the soul, not just the body.
Oh, man.
At this point, I'm going to put a timer, 60 seconds.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. I'll just slam my shield to the ground and say, no one's dying! And try to frighten everyone.
Okay. Everyone needs to make a wisdom save.
Darn you, Azir!
While I'm double blind at the moment.
Shahatsu makes it.
Ooh, Song also makes it. Well, I mean, Song's probably not going to kill him.
Altern's just... Altern's just in the background looking at this, and he's taking pictures with his scarab.
Of course he is.
Hashtag fucked up moment.
Mm-hmm. Hashtag memories.
Hashtag happy memories, and it's just God screaming in the ground.
This
Wow,
is
those
going
metric
on
rules.
the yearbook.
Yeah, no, I was going to say, this is like an Instagram photo. His selfie in the background while this is going on.
So, what was the save for it?
Wisdom. DC
Not
16.
16. So,
Yeah, I
Veer
failed.
passes. Young Song passes. And
What about Shahatsu?
passed instantly.
Dang it.
Shatsu is very wise. Oh, you already
Makes
put the
sense.
marks on them. Okay.
Yeah.
Gar, you are frightened of Yangar's presence.
I'm blinded.
Betrayal. Why must everyone betray me? As I put my hand on the ground, will you let me attempt to try to create a portal to try to escape this realm?
Yep, go for it. Roll
Alright.
a D100. As you try to create it, a little bit starts to form around you, but it hasn't appeared yet.
Can I use Action Surge to try one
You
more
already
time?
used Action Surge.
Well, then I'll use Second Wind.
Okay.
Give me a moment. Trying to get it.
Okay. Anything else you want to do, Gar?
Let me check. That's all I can do.
Okay. Zir.
Do I have to roll anything because of the blindness, or that just?
It's until its next turn.
Yeah.
That's next turn. Zero would actually be freaking out then. He's like, no, I can't see the darkness again.
Move
Not
away.
again. And he is with his spear. It's in his hand. He is gonna try and subdue Gar one more time. I take it that would be a disadvantage though. The
Correct.
attack. 22.
Yeah, that definitely hits.
That's 9 to
You
do
almost,
damage.
you almost did it. If I didn't have second wind, I would have done it.
I just like flailing about at this point. Like he is freaking the fuck out right now. That's me.
All right.
Did Ron make
Ron?
a save?
Ron failed, so he feared and running away.
I'll just be like, don't go too far, watch out for trolls.
Oh god, that's all he needs. I got my face burned and a fucking troll just.
Song.
Alright, saying all this now, Song is just freaking out. He's going to just back away and kind of fall on the ground and be like, but this is not what happens in the stories with heroes. It always. And he just starts like sobbing. That's his turn.
Oh, wait, has the mark reached my heart at this point, or no? Because I remember you saying that.
Will, are you there?
Yeah, give me 1 second.
Okay.
Make right on Zugar.
Oh, Bagar?
Okay. So 10 is a miss.
Yep.
He has
10
advantage.
is. Where does he get advantage from?
Blinded.
Does blinded effect actually give that?
Yeah. If a creature is blinded, attack rolls against the creature have advantage, and the creature's rolls have disadvantage.
Oh, that's good to know in the future. Okay. So again, 10,
Miss.
11,
Miss.
and 10.
Miss.
Shots rolled really bad on all three of those. Bar.
So I'm frightened, right?
Yes, that just means you
Yeah.
have disadvantage on
Yeah.
basically everything, and you can't get closer to me.
Correct. Okay. So, I'll just have them. This basically have Azir and Gar make deck saves again.
All right.
And actually, Shiatsu would as well. The way that I'm angling it, that's a success. That's a success.
How many is it?
It's just the one. The only one got his breath back.
Yeah, succeed.
Okay. Yeah, you pass with the 12, and then the rest of the other 5 are just going to claw down at Gar. 3 of which have disadvantage. No, sorry, 2 have disadvantage, 3 have none. Okay. Not going to be very lucky. 18, and then 2 with disadvantage.
Yep, that did it.
Okay.
And then Bar is going to attempt to stabilize him with a medicine check.
Okay. Go for it. Medicine check.
Ugh.
Gar is
Ooh.
now dying.
Oh no!
Yangvar.
Alright, well, saying Bar, try it, I will run up to, by the way, you can make another wisdom save, Bar.
Oh, okay,
I
thank
will
you.
try to stabilize Gar, but I'll tell everyone, we are not killing him, we will make him unconscious until we get to a temple in Leibaster and try to fix him. 19! You're
Okay.
still afraid.
Gar is stabilized.
And
Gar.
I will pick
Yes.
Gar up and attempt to walk away from Shahatsu.
Okay.
Yeah. Well,
As you, let me move that. Go over here. Shatsu's going to make a reaction to strike, but you are covering, so it's gonna hit you, Yangvar. 15 will be a miss.
Yes.
As you can tell, that Shatu is still after Gar. Gar,
Yes.
you regain 10 hit points. And are now awake.
You just see his eyes bolt open as he reaches, not for you, but you can see that he reaches again towards the ground and is tempted to force himself away with a portal.
Roll
Can he
me-
reach the ground on top of my shoulders?
Because of the magic that's going on, he can generate a portal but down behind him.
Okay.
Gar,
Yes.
roll a D100.
Oh, whoops, my bad. Let me re-roll that again.
Okay. As that happens, suddenly a dark portal opens up with these deep speech ruins on the side. But just as it was about to open up for you to slip into, Gar, it closes once again. You almost have it.
Gar, what are you doing?
Please, I just want to help people.
You can help as soon as we fix whatever's wrong with you. You're going to harm yourself at this rate.
You can see his eyes a mix of like genuine fear and like pure rage as he's looking at Shahatsu.
This disease will transform you, Gar. You cannot remain with it. You will not be Gar anymore.
Anything you want to do, Gar? That would have been your action.
I can't really do anything else in my current stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't do anything.
Azir.
Am I
As
still
you're
blinded?
witnessing this black void beginning to open up on the ground, but it continues to close.
I'm seeing that. I'm going to turn over to the Shihatsus. You really aren't the same. The one I knew was kind. And I'm going to fly over to Gar. One more time. Going to try and knock his beak in with my spear with subdue damage.
Question
That is
is,
four.
does it
That
look
will
like
be a
he is...
miss.
Okay.
That'll be a
it's
miss.
this?
Yep, it's a miss now.
All right.
As your form is beginning to change.
I just looked at Ingvar and I'm going to say, this is my fault. What happens to him is on me, so I bear everything. And I'm going to shove a letter into his chest.
With one hand, like, holding Gar at the back of my neck, I'll just look at the letter like, what is this?
He just smiles. I have a feeling what's going to happen.
Altrin is just gonna grab into Ron and see like, whoa, man!
What
You're
are,
gonna miss-
what are you saying, Panda? I can barely hear you.
I gave Ingvar a letter.
Oh.
Song.
Song is just... Do you think Song would have noticed the portal in his distraughtness?
It has a magical effect that sort of everyone could feel. There's this creeping darkness behind it.
Okay.
Something very uncomfortable and unsettling is definitely coming from that.
Song just kind of scrambles back. You can see his tears are now just running down his face. She's like, what is this? Why is this not in any of the tales? We were supposed to do great things.
Shihatsu's is gonna begin to slither over here. And above you guys, try to make 2 attacks.
Okay, if any of them looks like it actually is going to connect with Gar, I will cast shield.
Is there anything I can do to assist him since I'm in the way?
I'm assuming that a
My
shield would actually
attacks.
block it.
Shield self, I'm pretty sure.
You can only shield yourself.
Right, but Gar is practically on me, right? So.
Oh,
wouldn't
okay. I see what you mean. I'll allow it.
Okay.
So that 10 will be a miss. 14 will be a miss. Natural 20.
Dang it!
So Gar, you take 14 points of damage total.
I am just up with 1 HP.
Okay. Wait, how?
Don't I have resistance now or no?
You don't have resistance.
Okay, then yeah, I'm down.
Yeah, you're down again. I was about to say unless something else gave you it that I forgot, but I don't think anything did. Okay, Bar.
Ingvar,
Yes.
you truly believe you can save him? After all this?
I don't know that I can, but there should be members of my organization in Leicester, and they know far more than I do. These people have protected this world since ancient times. I say we would be remiss for at least not trying.
Shatsu, you say it's truly hopeless?
There is no cure. He's gone. This corrupts the soul, not just the body.
You said the same thing, that I got affected by this tree. How come I'm the exception?
Because it seems you're protected. Gar, on the other hand, wasn't.
So that's just it. Just a roll. Just a flip of the coin.
Because he couldn't accept help.
Well, maybe
He betrays
can
everyone.
now.
Again, he had his chance.
And perhaps our only chance is I could try calling out to Serenadale. If a god can't fix it, then what even is it?
I could even ask a Shoto. We could try. Can we at least not try?
Make a persuasion with advantage, both of you.
Okay. 21!
Nat 20! Why does this feel story purpose right? It's a nat.
Chatsu stares at Yanvar, then stares at Azir. And Azir, you have this sort of like eye-to-eye connection of multiple things. You have 6 seconds.
I'm just gonna give it a nod. Thank you. And I guess me and he's spread out on the floor right now, and it's just like Ingvar, I'll help with whatever you can. I'll pray to my god. You do yours. Just tell me what I can do to help.
All right. I mean, are you... don't worry about it. Cal, come over here. Help me. And I'll say, Serenadale, we don't know what's happening here, but apparently Gar is metamorphosing. If there's anything you can do, please help us here. We've embarked on your trials. We are trying to stop the Lich King. We cannot lose a comrade like this. We all make mistakes, but does that mean he deserves to be forever banished to the void? I don't think so. You believe in redemption. Let us have this one chance.
Make a religion with advantage.
Oh boy, don't fail me now.
Don't fail me now.
Oh no, it's an 8!
Beyond your prayer and your begging for help, you pray. And you pray. And there is no answer. Except for one thing. A familiar laughter fills your head. What did I say? They can no longer affect this world.
Shut up, Pasriel! No one asked you. actually shout that out loud.
That'll be your turn, Yanbar.
Yep. Oh boy.
Gar, you
Yes.
regain 10 hit points. As Gar wakes up once more.
He's.
Okay.
He's gonna try one more time to try to escape into the portal.
Make a D100.
Can I get advantage at least? Because I've been doing this 2 times now.
Would a
This-
meaning I have a
It's
attack
because
opportunity?
this power, you're so new to it, you haven't really like learned it. You're still coming to grips with it. Okay. And suddenly, a black portal opens up to the side, and Gar begins to slowly fall into it. The darkness is beginning to suck him in.
Can I use my reaction to
Azir?
try to grab him?
And Yamvar, you may make athletics.
on.
Is that strength? Because I think I get an advantage with that.
Yeah, athletics
Oh
is
yeah,
strength.
because of his bear.
Bear
Yeah.
spirit. Yep.
19.
17.
18. As Gar, the darkness begins to welcome you in, you're suddenly dragged back into the light.
No, don't give up yet.
You're not leading us.
Don't throw your life away. You've told me that before.
Whenever you say that, you can actually see, like, for a second, a look of clarity in his eyes before it starts glazing over again. Like, he looks directly at you when you say that. I mean,
Seeing that, I'll be like, see, he's still in there, Shihatsu. We just have to reach him.
Azir.
Holding on to him on there, just holding as hard as I can, and all that, praying into his shadow. It's like, Shadow, you picked up a fucked up individual like me. I know I have no right. I'm broken too. But Gar can redeem himself. He can do much to this world. I know he's left the one. I know as well with the tree and everything, but please. I've already lost one family. I can't lose another.
Make a religion with advantage.
Sorry guys, I had the good religion, I hope.
oh,
Wait, that's 20!
All around you, Azir, darkness forms, and it's just you and Gar. From that darkness walks a dragonborn. Black scales, only standing about 4'11". Arms behind his back, and stares down at Gar. And with one finger, points at Gar's heart, and says the following. God's chosen king shall join the many Viren paths, to valiantly lead the deathless one. One takes the last skilled to violent death, so joyful pawns can vault godless kings. Law's child leads chaos justicely, though many vile persons despise the vestige of good. The chosen one gains power through violently leading chaos versus law down jagged mountains. And suddenly, the mark begins to disappear. Slowly.
I'm gonna turn around to him, crying. Thank you. Thank you.
Gar, you
Yes.
see this figure standing before you. And as you stare at this creature, you see true fear. This person, whatever it is more dangerous than Pazrael before you're suddenly wake up. And the marks slowly begin to disappear now. You're no longer affected by what was going on, Gar.
You see Gar like breathing very rapidly as he's just shaking at what he's just seen. Like his eyes are wide. You can see tears rolling down his eyes before he just slumps over.
You really are right. You really are a stubborn bastard, aren't you?
Do all of us see Gar normal now, or is they still in like the shadow realm?
You see Gar is normal, but then something else begins to take fold. A darkness begins to wrap around Gar.
Like the darkness of the portal?
Yeah, there is this darkness that begins to just wrap around Gar.
Could I do an Arcana to see what this exactly is happening to him?
This would be Arcana.
May I attempt it as well, since I'm right there?
You can do a religion, because you might know actually what this is.
Yeah, that.
Please. Dang it!
You have no idea what's going on with Gar.
I use my good nats.
Gar, suddenly shadows begin to wrap around you.
No, this wasn't supposed to happen. I just wanted to help people. Why does everything betray me?
I'm actually gonna fucking hold his hand. It's like, we're here, right with you. I know what I said to you, and I know I have no right either. But we can make a fucking change to this world. We can save people.
And suddenly, Gar begins to slowly go into the ground.
No, please.
Can I try to grab him?
You may.
23?
I'll
Even
try
with-
as well.
Okay, go for it.
Is it athletics?
Yeah.
Okay. What? 16. If the bear is still
Even when you pull with all your strength, Yangar, there's something stronger pulling them down.
Oh boy.
I'm actually going to do my own athletics. You just see him trying to
Go for
claw his way up. Like
It
you
feels
can see
like
fear that you've never seen in his eyes, like panic and hysteria as he's trying to claw out.
Every attempt to escape Gar, nothing. As suddenly, Gar vanishes into the darkness.
I'll just punch the ground in anger. Oh, wait. Okay, I forgot we're still under the effects of Bless. Would a 27 have made a difference?
Not even a 27 would have helped.
Okay.
I couldn't say them.
I'll just turn to Shihatsu, like, okay, so he was trying to summon a portal to somewhere. Do you know what plane is dark and possessive of people?
He's not going there. For now, he's in the better place.
What does that mean?
Is he with a shadow?
One can only tell. Come. I don't want to be here anymore. As Shatu begins slithering away.
Is he in danger?
No response.
We'll try to reach out to Shatsu and it's... Damn it.
As Shatu slithers away.
I'll go over and kind of...
Yes.
It's now gone. And you know what that means. Yeah.
I'll just kind of pick up Song, who's still kind of weeping, and put him on the back of Cal, and we'll fly after Shahatsu. And I'll try again as we're flying. Be like, is he in danger? We have the power to travel planes now. We could save him.
Again, he's in a better place right now.
Can I insight check Shahatsu? To
Yeah.
see if he or if they actually believe that? Poop, 12.
Shatsu seems to be honest.
I'll just go as I'm flying as well. I'm just gonna say thank you for giving me a chance. At least I know it doesn't help, but it means a lot to me. I just hope that he can't even finish it before he's like tearing up again.
And the path is now a little bit darker, as you're now missing one person. And that's where we're gonna take a break. And
I'll just say to our traveling normal people that just witnessed sheer horror.
Oh god, we gotta explain this to them.
Like,
Yeah.
So, sorry about that. Apparently our friend was becoming a shadow monster demon thing.
It's just a normal occurrence. Happens every week.
you hear the three kids begin to cry. As you,
Right.
as you explain it just like that.
I will be in the mainly as we've been walking, it's just been silent, but I'll walk there and I'll just try and calm the kids down. Like doing silly faces, doing whatever I can.
You know,
But
well,
actually, could I like
I've
druid?
seen everything. As
Really?
Brandor looks at all you guys.
I am
Oh.
sorry for your tragedies.
I don't think we can be surprised anymore.
Feel bad for this fucking guy.
Well, let's just hope, at least from us, there will be no more surprises.
Just wait till you see Azir turn himself inside out.
A bit of Azir tries to smile at that, but he can see he's a bit disturbed after.
And then suddenly the kids screaming, as you think couldn't get worse, it gets to that high pitch like.
Okay, once they start
quiet.
pissing me off, I'll cast Calm Emotion.
No, it's like one of those kids, like
And
soul-
suddenly they're all calm.
it's like one of those like soul crushy, like
Yeah.
I will druid craft like some flat. Can I like make a little flower crown for the kids or something? To,
They're
like,
just staring at you with cold, dead, indifferent
Yeah.
stare.
They
I
stare
kind of
calm.
and I kind of turn around to like Igvar and Bar. I'm like, you
The
aren't
mother
really good handling
is
kids.
horrified.
Or do you really think we should be using magic on children?
I used to do it all the
Well,
time.
either.
It's how I used to make money.
Don't worry, it's not the same magic as fucking Cthulhu earlier.
Okay.
You frequently use magic on children.
All sorts of folks, yes.
They're being brats. Fuck.
And you never got in trouble for such things?
Well, it wasn't harmful magic, it was things like this. And he'll cast Fairy Fire and explodes in the cart.
hold on. You're casting fairy fire explosion in the cart.
Okay, so the calm emotions drop, they go back to screaming, and then suddenly everyone needs to make a dex save who's near the cart. And suddenly light appears onto
Dude,
the kids and
Look how pretty it
mother
is.
and father. And then suddenly
my
the father gives out. Now I've seen everything. All right.
Expected
Okay.
the carrot to turn over.
No wonder why. I can see why people don't like Dragonborns now.
This isn't my true form. And I'll disguise self into just a really, really bland human.
After that, I will I'll just do like a slight bow and I'll just like fly out. I'll just stay in the air with my wings.
Okay. And after that weirdness that happens as you guys are continuing down the road. you find that the vast trees are now stumps. You can see various different collections of logs that are being collected with workers talking to each other. One person clearly in charge wearing mixture color of green and yellow, which is transmutation enhancement, mage right, giving commands on cutting down trees and replanting them. As you see a decently large-sized town, not a village, but more of a like an actual like almost city. As you see that this entire place is surrounded by these large stone walls that have these metal poles that protrude around it. You see the entrance of the town has no gate, but instead have these metal designs on the edges of them. From the outside, you can smell a mixture of petrol, which is like the smell of rain hidden dried concrete, and garbage. But it is drowned out by this minty smell, most likely coming from the trees all around. As 2 guards wearing these, wearing this purple black coat with a black overcoat with golden stripes on the wrist. You can see underneath it appears to be a black breastplate, while they're also wearing this black entail on their heads. On their left hand side is a long sword, and the right is a small crossbow. As they look at your guys' directions.
I will walk up to the guards and show them my holy symbol of Drellin and say, "Hello, good day to you, sir. I am Ingvar
Okay.
I am Ingvar of the Paladins of Drellin. I am here escorting, as well as my friends, these victims of a previous village attack here to Leibaster."
The 2 guards stare at him. Young boy, you say?
Yes.
They stare at each other again. They sort of begin whispering. They turn at you. Right. You lot, what is your name?
Zia.
Come on now.
Cartwheel.
Cartwheel, okay. They stare at you, particularly Bar.
I'm a human at the moment.
Go ahead and give a deception with like advantage.
Deception,
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, deception. Okay, got it. Right. Cartwheel. Got it. And everyone else gives their names, as you can hear that the family is Rander, Narthra, Harry, Jake, and Joe. Right. So, clearly staring at Azir. Right. You will go to the dragon quarters. The rest of you will follow me. Especially you, Yangva. I want you to come with me, especially.
Okay, may I ask your name?
Stares at you.
Okay.
Gary.
Oh.
You may call me Gary. Private
Pleasure
Gary.
working with you.
Inside that motherfucker.
Go for it.
Gary's too lame of a name. Surely not.
Well, that's a giant fuck you to all the Garys in the world.
His name's Gary.
Damn. More bland than me.
Man, fuck Gary.
Yeah, dude.
Is there some sort of... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say I'll just give like a little solemn nod to the guards and like very well, and I'll just go to the others like I'll try and meet up with you guys if I can.
Here's the map of Leicester.
Let me just double check.
As
Okay.
you guys are coming in through this way.
So as they're going through, I'm gonna jump out the back of the cart and drop disguise self because it only lasts an hour.
As you guys enter the city, it is bustling with various different sounds of marching nearby soldiers to horse dragon cargo from the perfectly smoothed out cobblestone roads to different parts of the city, with voices shouting and cursing in various different languages. As you look out to see that the city is a little diverse, with various different people sort of acting in almost fear, as this entire place seems to be like being built in almost like one day. As you guys make it down, you enter this perfectly symmetrical building that is colored in this bland like gray. And as you enter, well, if you guys enter, as the guards say, "This way."
Oh, we still all together, or did I get
Yeah,
taken?
everyone's still together.
As we're walking, I'll say, Gary, is everything okay? You seem like you're in need of something.
We will talk to the lieutenant, and then you'll understand our situation.
Okay.
But for
I
now,
probably
it would be best to follow us and listen to our command.
Sure. I probably met the lieutenant if you'll tell me his name.
Her name,
Her name.
Lysandra Jiltok.
Does that name sound familiar to me?
Make a history.
Please. 13.
You know that she was the leader of the Grand Guard that protected over Leicester. The
Okay.
Grand Guard being the main police force of Wisteria, which is separate from the military position.
Okay. And they are not aligned with the Lich King?
They are in the sense that he is they're like the police force for him.
Oh, lovely.
They are the protectors of the law.
Okay. So they're not necessarily
They're
bad.
not bad, but they're more so like just doing their jobs.
Right. All right. I'll just say, yes, I've met her before. She's a wonderful person. After you.
Right. This way, please. And as you guys start to leave and enter the building, Gary turns at all of you. Right. I'll need your lot's weapons.
Right. I understand you're just trying to do your job here, Gary, but as an officer of the law, much like yourself, am I not entitled to carry my own arms and armor?
As of right now, you are not entitled for anything. None of you are. Until we figure out exactly what is going on with you, young bar.
With me? What do you mean?
We will discuss that in a second.
Somebody's in trouble.
I will reluctantly pull out.
Ronald, if you would be, could you check them for any of the rat plague before we bring them anywhere else?
Oh,
As
I'll raise my hand.
Almost like plague doctor looking as character kind of walk out and stare at you guys. If
Oh.
you don't mind me just doing an
As he-
examination.
So he approaches me, I'll just hold up my hands like, oh, no worry. As part of Drellin's blessing, I am immune to such diseases.
Okay. So, are you guys fine with it being examined?
I'll be examined, but if he's trying to cop a feel, then that's going to be a different story.
If they attempt to remove anything from my person, Bar is not going to be very cooperative.
Okay.
Does he seem
Ronald.
like he buys my explanation, or is he still insisting that I be examined too?
He's insisting you all are going to be examined for the rat plague. And after a while, after a couple, what feels like an hour of examination, he turns around. You all are clean. stares at you, particularly at Yangvar. Except for you. I want you to come back here every 24 hours.
Okay. Can I ask why?
As of right now, no. I am gonna need to do further examination upon you.
Do they seem too bothered about Ron, no face?
He did each of you, like, privately. So...
I'll keep mentioning about how he's a noble and how he needs to be unhanded.
Bar? Or, Ron?
No, if they're trying to touch Bar, I'll take anything from him.
Oh.
Keep mentioning
Then,
that he's nobility.
Ronald will look at you, but this is so you can be in the city. We need to check to make sure you're not infected, so it doesn't spread to everyone else. This disease is uncurable, don't you know?
Hmm.
Once you have it, that's it. This is for not just your protection, but for everyone else's protection.
You like just examine an appendage?
How about this? Just give me a little bit of your blood.
Oh no.
That always
No.
leads somewhere great.
You can check my body. That's fine. You're not having my.
No. Because you could tell through somebody's blood when they have it. If
Yes.
your blood is red, you're fine. If it's yellow, that's a problem.
And I get to keep my blood.
I don't care what you do with it.
Okay. And he'll gas across his finger.
Alright. You seem to be clean. Right? Everyone's good? Yeah, Emma, you need to come back at the guard barracks Alpha every 24 hours for further examination. I will explain this after you meet up with Lieutenant.
Did he try to remove my armor in any way while during this examination?
No, he seemed to just look through it without the need to really
Okay.
examine further, as if he doesn't need to see further beyond.
Okay. I'll just be like, look, I'll put 5 points of lay on hands in myself. See, there's no need to worry about me and diseases.
Right. 24 hours.
So what's going on with Shatsu?
Shatsu? Right. When Shatsu slithered into the place, everyone is sort of like staring at Shatsu. Because Shatsu does not do anything else. Everyone is sort of like scared and sort of keeping their distance from Shatsu. While the guards, Ronald looks at Shatsu and goes, well, what exactly are you? Starts examining. You two need to come back here every 24 hours for further research. Okay. They're good. Be taken to the lieutenant. Gary stares at all of you. Right. Weapons over there by Rick. You'll get it back at the end of the day, or whenever you're talking to the lieutenant, when you're done with that.
Zir will reluctantly pull out shark steel and pull out his spear, and he'll hand them.
I'll put Nightcrawler by Rick, and I'll say, Cal, you stay here and make sure no one does anything with our weapons. These are very valuable.
That's also another thing, is when Cal is walking on the street, when Shatsu gives, like, the scare, everyone kind of looks at it and sort of at awe with that creature.
Yep, very special. Don't touch.
Everyone begins putting their weapons.
If I put my hand into my pocket and then bring out my hand with the ring on it and flash it, do they notice the symbol? Or are they not big enough yet?
They stare at you particularly, Bar. Right. Okay. Where did you bloody get that sigil?
I was born into the family.
The Liddells,
Yes.
the rulers, well, one of the 4 family rulers of this place.
Yes. Ask me anything.
Would I
Right.
have ever heard about the Liddells before?
Make a history.
Once I can find fucking history, there it is. 7.
Rip.
They are known for helping make the 100-mile bridge that connected the Western Sanctum and then the middle of Azendar together.
Was that the bridge through the, like,
Burnt Mountains.
yeah.
They were the ones who helped forge that path. That's what you guys know them for.
I also present my scroll of pedigree.
Right. Well, Rick, he can keep his stuff. I trust a noble.
Ron nods his head.
We
Hey,
will.
Bar, do you want to keep my stuff as well?
And mine as well. He picks everyone's shit up.
No. Your guys' stuff stays here.
You
I
heard the
chose
man.
All right, Cal, watch our things, please.
As you all travel upstairs, you can see. Let me get this out. Wearing a black coat with a black overcoat with red stripes on the wrist, is this beautiful figure with seamlessly spotless white skin, long black hair tied in a perfect knot. The outfit is completely clean, with a sword at her side, sort of sitting down looking at a bunch of papers, and then looks up at you guys. Right. So who are these lot? This is Yangba. Immediately, she gives a nod. You all may come and sit down.
Pleasure to meet you again, Lieutenant Jiltek.
We never met.
You just don't remember. It was a long time ago.
So, let us talk about an issue. Where were you all last night?
In the middle of that forest out there.
We were traveling.
Really? My reports say otherwise. That a group of criminals have been murdering people on the streets and causing mass panic and destruction of this city, or soon-to-be city. There was a certain figure that we have captured. And strangely enough, this figure has only said he will talk only to Yangvar when he comes here. So,
So,
I want to know, what is your connections with Okai Luthar?
oh my god. I don't say that in character, by the way.
Okay.
So Ingvar doesn't really flinch at that. Inside, he sweats a little bit, but
It's like that meme eternally screaming.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So, hearing that, I will say, well, first of all, I'm slightly confused. You're saying that we are criminals who are murdering people, and one criminal will only talk to me.
No, I'm saying that apparently this figure, known as Okai Lothar, claims to be the leader of this terrorist organization that calls themselves the Purifiers. Now, interestingly enough, the only person that he is willing to talk to is you, Yangbar.
Right.
and he gave a perfect description of your armor coming into this place.
I mean, I'm not trying to hide anything. I just don't know how he knew I would be here. As far as my connection to him, I don't really have one except for the fact that I'm hunting him and trying to bring him to justice. As I pull out my holy symbol of Drellin, I'll say, as you can see, I am a member of the Paladins of Drellin. So,
I don't even know what that is.
right, we're a long ways away. It's in Damascus.
Ah, yeah. The, tiger people. Tabaxis, whatever you want to call them.
Yeah, they're great. So anyway, I've come all the way here, following a trail trying to find him. And congratulations, you've managed to capture him.
We didn't capture him for one.
Oh.
He simply came here, claimed to be the leader of the Purifiers, claimed to be the main situation of terrorism here, and now only will speak to you. So, please enlighten me.
Honestly, I'm as bamboozled as you are. Maybe he's finally willing to turn himself in, I don't know. I imagine after several years of life on the run as a fugitive would get to anyone.
You think he'd hand himself willingly like that, though? There's clearly some ulterior motive, then, if that's the case.
I will try to surreptitiously elbow Azir in the arm under the desk.
Ow!
The Dragonborn is not right. Speaking the truth though, is I don't exactly know what your connection with him. As you said, you were hunting him down.
Yes.
So here's the situation. Since only he will talk to you, apparently, I want to set up a meeting, if you want, between you two.
Sure. Is there any way to make sure it's not an ambush?
No, it won't be an ambush, because we have him right here in chains.
Oh, wonderful.
Bring him in.
Oh, fuck.
Like right now? Oh boy.
Suddenly, let me. Where is it? There we are. You see a darker skinned figure walk in with a bunch of chains. His eyes are this white that sort of just stares solely at you guys, unblinking. Long red hair flows, sort of flies around him. He wears this white robe that covers his entire body, and he sits quite across to a different desk and just stares at you guys. As you see this guy sitting
Oh,
down.
nice. Oh, that's not a happy people.
That's, he's
Oh,
a
those
pretty boy.
eyes are fucking horrifying.
As there he just smiles directly at you, Yangvar.
Just to make sure, I'm gonna go for Zay, and I'm gonna see if I can fucking give us advantage on perception check, see if anything else I can notice is off.
Okay. Go ahead and give a perception then.
Would that be with advantage if I'm using him as a spirit?
Yeah, go for it.
Come on, is it?
Everything
13.
about him screams off. Every move he makes, that smile, those eyes just staring, not at anyone else, just at Yangvar.
I would actually step back a little bit.
Hi.
Hello, so good to meet you again. What are you planning in this town?
I just wanted to see if you're okay.
How did you even know I would be here, first of all?
I know where you're always at.
That's not creepy
We
at
are
all.
your followers, after all. We follow you,
Why have I never seen you before?
because we're in the shadows. It's where you place us.
Can I insight check him?
Yeah, go for it.
Natural
Nat
20!
20!
He seems to be telling the honest truth behind all that creepiness.
All right. I'll just kind of look over at his ear and be like, okay, this guy's clearly supremely delusional.
The lieutenant now stares at you, Yangvar.
So, this fellow is delusional. Apparently, all these years of chasing him has made him develop possibly like a reverse Stockholm syndrome where he thinks he's like, I'm his master.
No, that is wrong. He is. He's the one that ordered me to plant those bombs that went off and killed
What bombs? What are bombs?
132 people. That is your invention. Your fear toxin. We are yours to command. We purify. And even now you plan to make a bomb right here. As suddenly, he's now holding on to this small little thing.
Oh god! I'll just kind of get in front of his ear. Like, get back!
I think I know what that is.
So, let us all just relax, sit down. If my hands come off this bomb, we all go bye-bye. So,
Would that be the rat plague right there in that bomb?
who knows? Who knows?
So what are you trying to purify currently?
Whatever you want.
What is the last thing that I allegedly told you to purify?
Criminals.
Okay.
A group of criminals that were selling drugs. We found their base and did exactly what you wanted to do. We tortured them, cut them up in bits, and then left them into the city to dry.
I'll just
I
kinda
am
look-
looking at Ingvar really concerned right now.
The lieutenant kind of looks back. Where in this city? It's in the market district. Behind the Tinkerers Guild. Right. Gary, I want you to get 3 people out there and clear that area right now. Oh, you haven't even found it. Interesting. So, Yangvar, what is it you want to make us do next?
How about you not detonate that bomb?
It's kind of too late if you think about it right now. The moment I let it go, it goes boom.
No, I mean the one in the market district. You haven't lit it yet, have you? I don't even know. How do bombs even work?
Actually, we lit it at the home base. We just spread the bodies all over the market district, or at least in the Tinkerers district, because only they accept humans, and you wanted us to do that to form equality.
Now, are you sure when you were running down these drug dealers, you didn't ingest some or inhale some and it's distorting your perception?
No, because you trained us individually not to be affected by that. You tortured us, and you purified us.
I mean, the first part sounds like something I would do, but the torturing definitely not. I'm still not sure what purify means.
It's what you want it to be.
Right. So, where is the home base? Where did we move it to?
Can't say it here. Then they would know.
How about you? I pull out a piece of paper. I bet you let me have that bomb, and then you write it on this piece of paper where only I can see it.
Oh yeah, of course. Here, catch as the bomb.
Oh,
Flies.
jeez.
Flies
Oh,
into the air.
I'm gonna try and help Ingvar can't catch
Oh,
it.
God. What do I have to do?
Go make a acrobatics.
Oh
Could he
god!
Oh boy!
Natural 20!
Oh!
As he throws it up and you catch it, you can see that there is just a ball of light. There wasn't really a bomb.
Was it really a bomb? Ugh. So this is just a distraction, what you're doing here. What's the real end game?
Well, I don't know. Yeah,
Where is
I'm
the
just,
last place?
fucking with all of you guys. It's kind of funny.
I will start drilling poison. It's like, you want to spread poison? I would be happy to deliver it.
Oh,
right
please.
in front of you.
Do it. It will feel good.
That sounds oddly sexual. I would not recommend doing that, Azir.
I kind of turn around there and I'm just like, you know what? The mood's gone now. Just like, mate, I'll disappear like the poison.
So
Disappointed.
are you actually a part of the purification people?
No, I'm just fucking with you. I just wanted to see what you would do. Who am I? I'm nobody.
But you also just happen to correctly plant several murdered bodies in the city.
Yeah.
So if nothing else, then you are at least definitely a killer.
Killer is a harsh word. I would say they had it coming.
Okay, so you are a killer with a conscience. We'll call it that.
So then what's the end game for this? You're just going to purify everyone that's done a bad deed and then finally off yourself? Is that what the plan is?
No, you know when you say it like that, it's sort of fucked up. But hey, yeah, you know, that seems to be the best plan right now.
Can I insight check him to see if he's telling the truth now about having been lying to us this whole time?
Yeah, I want to see if
Okay,
I
go
can
for it.
insight him.
19!
17.
Yeah, he's mixing up the lies and the truths now, and he's giving off like he's purposely trying to mess with you guys.
So do I believe him whenever he says he's a part of this
You
group?
can't. He tells the truth about that, but beyond that, it is hard to really tell. He gives
Okay.
all these different things that you can't read off of him, and at least 5 minutes has passed and he hasn't blinked once.
Ugh.
Still staring directly at you, Yangvar. The sight never moved.
Okay. No wonder why your eyes are like melting inside your head. You never blink.
No, we don't.
Are you human?
Do I appear human?
No, but I don't know what you are.
Let's keep it that way. Make it more entertaining.
Okay, so what do you want? You're just wasting our time.
I just wanted to say hi to a friend. I will most likely go back to the asylum where they're putting me. But I just wanted to say hi. I exist.
Your existence has been... And I stop as I think about possibly what that might do. I'm just kind of turn to his ear. Can you think of anything else we need to ask this guy? Azir? Did you go?
Azir.
Okay. Apparently he's AFK.
Yeah.
So you just wanted to say hi, claim to be a part of a terrorist organization, and then just go about your merry business.
Yeah. Well, they were probably going to put me back in the asylum, but, you know, that's not really going to stop me.
Oh, and why is that? You gonna break out?
I can, whenever I want,
Then why haven't you?
because this is more fun.
Right.
Let's take a moment and chat a little bit more. You see, I can break out whenever I want. These fools think they're they're the best. And honestly, you know me better than anyone else. Don't you?
I can see you are a very dangerous individual.
I am. And so are you. More dangerous than me.
Oh, of course. I'm so terrifying. That's why you should do exactly as I say and tell me what the plan here is in this city. What?
It's whatever you want it to be.
So how about we stop terrorizing people then? In this city.
Alright. We will stop terrorizing people in this city.
Why not use your powers to go? Why don't you actually do something about the Lich King?
Because
If
this
people
is,
that deserve it,
this
then
is what
surely him.
he wants. Staring still at Youngvar.
Well,
Okay,
maybe
what if
he-
I said... What if I said the game... Oh, sorry.
No, sorry, you say it.
I was gonna say, well then what if we change the game plan to destroying all of the Lich King's forces and the Lich King
And the
himself?
lieutenant stares at you directly.
I'm totally joking, of course. I just want to see if he would really say yes.
Make a deception.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
Oh wait, I'm actually really good at this. 21!
Let me roll.
Please fail.
That bitch better get in that one.
Nat 20.
And before she has like a plus 15 to insight.
Yeah.
Whoa. The lieutenant just stares at you.
Does she seem like she believed my lie?
Proceed with conversation.
So, hypothetically, if we wanted to change the plan to just destroy the Lich King, would you do it?
If that's what you want. But I don't see why you want to destroy the Lich King yet. You still need him. For now. Before you take his place.
True. Of course, of course. We want to bring our own brand of justice to this world. And we need to...
The lieutenant now is like given this like concerning look.
I'm getting one as well.
I just kind of mutter under my breath to them, and I'll be like, just go with it.
It's a bit hard to go with it right now with a psychopath in front of us.
That's the point. Okay, you're right. We won't destroy the Lich King for now.
Alright. But what about you, Bar?
What?
Would you like to hear a tale?
What time is it?
Currently, we have your brother tied up.
Brother.
Zeraquin Vaxnir.
Hmm.
Do I have your attention now?
You've confused me more, if anything, but proceed.
Currently, we have him tied up. Yengvar had ordered that to happen. How does that make you feel?
Well,
Definitely. I totally did that.
let's see.
He plans
Is
to
he
use
one
it
of my
as a
kind?
political gain. Yes,
They're
a
all
dragon.
more like me, part of that family? I believed I was the only one born into the Lydell.
We both know that's not true.
Well, suppose not now, huh?
No. And then Gary gives a look at you. like sort of disgust.
Bart's face changes. He seems very angry.
This conversation's getting boring now. I'm gonna go now. Can we go back to the asylum?
First of all, remind me where we are keeping Bar's brother.
Hmm.
Can you remind me where we're keeping Gar's brother?
Ah, yes, of course. To all things and men I appertain, and yet by some am shunned and disdained. Fondle me and oogle me till you are insane. But no blow can harm me, cause me pain. Children delight in me, elders take fright. Fair maids rejoice and spin. Cry and weep, yawn and I sleep. Smile, and I too shall grin. That is where you'll find him.
Right. Thank you very much.
No problem. Guards, if you don't mind. And suddenly they put more chains on him and sort of strap him down to a bigger chair that they brought in. I want him with max guards, all times looking at him. The guards nod. And now the lieutenant staring directly at all of you.
That was quite an enlightening conversation. Thank you.
Jesus Christ.
So explain what the fuck just happened.
Well, that person is clearly mentally unstable and believes that I am some sort of deity leading him on a quest for righteous vengeance.
And apparently, I guess now, Bar, you have a brother. So.
I'm not exactly going to take this creature by its word.
What was his name again? Zakrin?
He gave the guards, he said he claims himself to be Okai Lothar.
No, he meant Azir's brother. I mean, Bar's
My
brother.
brother.
Bar's brother.
Zeraquin Vexnir.
Are you sure? Like, you... I mean, it sounds like you've been away from your family from long. Maybe they had like a...
No, I am one of a kind. I'm quite special.
Wait.
Yeah. That's the name.
Wait, where did you post it?
Posted it to me.
I gave him a reminder about a certain thing.
Zeradin Vex now.
Are you saying... So hypothetically speaking, Bar, if we were to exist outside of a current predicament, in that predicament, such brother did not exist hypothetically?
Within my noble family, I had no brothers or fellow skin or scale.
Right. Apparently I'm holding your brother hostage now.
Well, if it is one of the humans, they probably deserve it.
You are not concerned about this potentially innocent party's well-being at all?
Depends what he means by family. If he's talking about original bloodline, then yes, I want to find this individual, but I extremely doubt it.
What's your bead on Oki Lothar, Lieutenant?
I'm having trouble because beside all the talk and of what's going on with that figure, you were talking about the Lich King and overthrowing him.
Right, that was just to go along with his ruse and get him to talk more.
That seemed too real.
Well, that's because as part of the force of justice. That's my job, is to get suspects to believe that I'm on their side so I can find out what they're really doing.
Make a persuasion.
Nat one.
Pooh, persuasion. Can it be quasi-deception? No, I'm kidding.
Deception.
Don't fail me now. Oh boy, it's only 15.
Right. I want, if you don't mind, she reaches down on her desk and pulls out a little gold band. I would like you to put this on.
Me or all of us?
Just you.
What does it do?
It lets us know where you are.
Are you saying you find me suspicious, Lieutenant?
I'm saying things are pointing towards you.
First of all, let me point out that that person is clearly insane and his testimony would never hold up in a court of law.
That is besides the point. I believe you on that point, but the Lich King part is the one I'm having trouble with. You seem far too real with that.
Far too relaxed.
So, for the safety of the people, and for the safety of our future business that we may or may not have, as long as you are residing in this town, you will have this on. Is that understood?
Bar, what do you think?
What, that you should wear this band?
Should I protest or should I accept it? You seem to be putting up a... I heard some ruckus coming from the examination chamber.
I don't know if you have the stature to decline such an offer.
If you decline, we'll have no choice but to not allow access within our establishments.
Right, so apparently the paladins of Damascus aren't afforded any sort of respect way out here, in this continent.
Not with our laws, sir.
Very well.
Get fucked.
I suppose I shall wear this device, so long as it does not impede me in my efforts to do my job.
Which would be?
Apparently finding a terrorist organization now holed up in your city and bringing them to justice.
Plus,
Right.
we've got to rescue, well, whoever this other person that they've kidnapped then is, like the Sakrin.
If you're here to help, there are a couple more things you lot may be able to help out with. If you don't mind.
I'll turn to the group and I'll say, how about for now we hear them out and we take some time to deliberate it, and then I'll turn back to the lieutenant, and can we give you our decision in the morning as it's getting quite late?
We will offer you a temporary area in our barracks for you guys to rest for tonight.
Okay, that is acceptable. And can we discuss these jobs amongst ourselves?
Let you discuss this. But I'm still concerned with a lot of things. This is to build trust as well. I want to believe. I really do want to believe you, but with what has happened and with the current events, this is really hard to.
Are there people plotting to overthrow the Lich King in this city right now?
From our reports, no. But the people of the city are under attack by multiple threats, and we, the Grand Guard, can't protect everyone. So if you're saying what you're saying is true, we will pay you to help us.
With what in particular, might I ask?
For starters, the purifiers. Let's get that straight away. Apparently, there's some sort of terrorist plot he's doing. I don't know what more to get out of him. I will allow you all access within the asylum to talk to him whenever you want. We will have guards watching you the entire time, though. Because it seems like you lot are the only ones that have been really able to do anything. Not even our spell casters can do much. Can't even force anything out of him.
Yeah, it seems like they had some pretty elite training in how to resist mental manipulations.
But not only that, we have Black Panthers that have been attacking the farmers, and the food supply has been cut shortened. If this continues, it is possible that Flybest will run out of food, and soon the city will be starving.
How much more stock do you think you guys can have left in your storage facilities at the moment?
If we can fix this by 10 days, if we can remove the threat by 10 days, the Magerites and our artificers can fix this problem quickly. But beyond that, they may destroy everything we have.
And what about trolls? Are you encountering problems with blood trolls here as well?
They too have been ravaging the lands, but luckily they haven't entered this part. Just a lot of villages have been burning down, and many of the people are coming here, rapidly building houses, and a lot of crimes have been committed because of multiple factors, from lack of food, lack of shelter, and lack of, honestly, protection. We can only do so much. But not only that, there's a fear that the rat plague is entering Leicester from the purifier's devices that they call bombs.
Right. We'll try to find about that as well. Hopefully we can kill 3 birds in one. I don't think that's how the saying goes.
Not only that, but the aristocrats have been in a full-out political warfare to have full control of Leicester, ignoring the people. So the 4 families in charge aren't really helping us.
As I said, I come from Damascus, so could you remind me who's in charge here?
The Liddells, the Crowwoods, the Murfields, and the Evertails.
Thank you.
Not only that, but then you have the Dragon's Watch and the Swords of the Chosen that have been at war with each other. We had to construct a special quarter for dragons to stay in, simply for their protection and the protection of the people. Which, to warn Bar and Azir, you may find that people may be violent towards you outside the Dragon Quarter.
You best give me an armed escort.
The problem is that we are the armed escort bar.
No, it's not how diplomatic presence is treated within town. I was afforded much more gratitude when entering towns and villages before. This is quite frankly pathetic.
Kind of smiles a bit. It's like funny because this is exactly how I treat near every single town that I've been in. So honestly, it doesn't make a difference to me.
Suddenly, there is a knocking on the door as Gary says, Lieutenant, I have someone for you. Bring him in. If you want to explain your character, Shady.
All right. You see what appears to be almost a transparent-looking man walking in, being held by one of the guards. Very light clothing. In fact, the most distinct feature about him is when he's walking, you can see that around him is almost like a gentle breeze constantly swirling around him. You know, you don't really need to hold on to me so tight as he walks in.
If you all see the pictures, I don't know if you had.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Do I recognize what this creature is?
Make a. What would be a good roll for this? History.
History. Got it. 15.
This
20.
is a form of a genocide. Elemental creatures that are born from an elemental and a different other parent.
And why is this person seeming to be in custody? Nice.
Gary stares at everyone. Well, for one, he's come here pleading for help. So I don't know exactly what this is, but we are taking precautions from what exactly has happened in this city so far.
I don't even know where I'm at. Could anyone tell me? All I know was I came here and suddenly I'm being pushed around. It's very painful.
You're in the village / soon-to-be city of Leibaster.
Would I know what that place is? Will?
You have no idea. Considering your backstory.
Yeah. I see. Well, first off, my name is Malos and I am looking for help, as he said. Trying
What?
to reseal Yancy Bin.
Perfect. Stick with us. That's what we're doing as well.
That just happens to be what exactly we want to do as well.
I was
Yes.
actually going to ask if you were under Yonsei Bin's influence.
No, I'm underneath his sons, technically. Lord Breezy sent me from the plane of air to
Lord
help
Breezy.
Seal's father.
Can I insight check that name?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
Lord
Wait a
Breezy.
You're inciting a name?
Well, natural 20. I'm inciting him about if that's actually a dude's name.
That's actually a dude's name. Lord Breezy.
All right. Lord Breezy has it easy. Gotcha.
God damn it.
Yes.
You actually see Malos chuckle and says, yes, he's worried about his father's revival and wishes to seal him again.
Perfect. We are trying to do the same thing.
Oh, excellent.
Yancy Bin. Please, who is this figure?
Well, I guess you could say he's the Lord of Air. He's the original ruler of the elemental planes of air. Of course, the current ruler is his son, Lord Breezy. Breezy the Calm Singer, technically, is his title.
Basically, Lieutenant, super powerful being, controls and is actual air.
And there's 3 more of them if we don't stop them.
Oh, lovely. So,
Yes.
not only do we have a terrorist attack, not only is most of the people starving, but now we have and the political warfare. Yeah, I forgot about that one. And then elemental beings
Yes.
re-enter in our world.
And if we don't stop them, they will overthrow the Lich King and do terrible things.
May I ask a question? If it's all right.
What?
Has anyone seen or heard of a person named Zephyr?
Wasn't
Never.
that OC? Wasn't that Nick's first character? No, that was Ed. Never mind.
That was
No,
Ed.
that was
Sorry.
that was Ed. Can't
Um,
say I've ever heard of the name before. Zephyr.
well, he's my mentor. Me and him got separated.
Does
trying
he
to find
look
him for
like
the next
you at
few
all?
days.
Or
He's an air elemental.
okay. Can't say. I don't think we've encountered any air elementals at all. I guess unless we
So-
count the bin.
This is pretty funny. You're telling me elementals are not trying to destroy things.
Well, as I mentioned, Breezy the Calm Singer is one of the few primordials that actually doesn't believe in causing destruction. Instead, trying to solve things with words instead of violence. One of his teachings is actually to always try to solve things not violently if possible, and only to resort to it as a last resort.
Very well structured.
Sounds like
why
Gorillin.
he's wanting to seal his father again, because, well, he's pretty much the embodiment of chaos.
Indeed. And he will be a far worse ruler than the Lich King and with his 3 other
Who's the
elemental
Lich King?
posses.
Oh, hold on. Who's the Lich King?
A super great person that if we don't protect will lead to our sure demise.
The Lich King is our ruler,
Oh,
the holy ruler of this land.
okay. Well,
Holy ruler. Yeah,
Yes, like I said, super great person.
well, I mean, I haven't heard anything about him, so, I mean, I don't really know much about this land.
how
if I'm-
powerful is this being?
Which one? Breezy or Yancey?
Yancy Ben.
You can't kill him.
So what's the point?
You
The
could
point is
probably
you can
seal him
split
away,
him.
I'd imagine.
The problem is with Yancey is, as I said, he's the physical embodiment of air. If you somehow do manage to kill him, the whole elemental plane of air would essentially be destroyed, which would involve the material planes and all the other planes that deal with air. So the only real way to defeat him is by sealing him.
Right. So in that case,
And
I
don't
did-
you think the Lich King would give us a great honor if we helped him defend his throne from these extraterrestrial invaders?
I believe he would actually.
There is one other thing. How do you pronounce his name, Will? From my backstory, the evil asshole.
Rakir.
Yeah, Rakir. Me and my mentor tried to talk to Rakir, who's in possession of the item that could seal him, but he wasn't exactly in a talkative mood. We had to kind of flee.
Do you mean Demon Lord Rakir?
Yes.
You just talked to him like we are right now.
Yeah.
And you didn't die.
Well, he attacked us, but me and my mentor escaped using his teleportation. Now that I'm thinking about it, why isn't he here? Shouldn't the teleportation teleported us to the same location?
Oh, my dear son. This place is
Yeah,
fucked.
You kind of fucked up.
Oh,
What do you mean?
no.
You're saying you brought him with you?
Teleportation, and it should teleport us to the nearest city.
It doesn't quite work like that here. It kind of.
Wait. Nearest city.
Yes.
Where exactly is this figure located?
Do you have a map?
don't think any of us actually have a map.
Second. The map's gonna be pulled out.
Is Shahatsu in here with us hearing all this, by the way?
Silently listening.
Okay.
Just observing.
Has Shahatsu like not mentioned anything at all or spoke up during the entire situation?
I have this map.
All right. Do I see the location on this map, Will?
You do.
Yeah, I point to it and say right there was where he was at.
Which is all the way over here.
So shouldn't the nearest city be either Wisteria or North Pass?
Well, that's what I'm wondering now that I see the map. It should teleport us there.
Actually, isn't teleportation like really bonked in this whole continent?
Yes. Well, at least the Ironwood Forest.
At least within here. Teleportation should never be used to enter or leave.
How do you people get anything done?
We use elemental galleys and elemental ships, elemental vehicles to get things done.
Hmm.
Malus kind of looks at her worriedly, hearing that.
What?
What do you use for that?
Well, when elementals leak into this world and they begin destroying things, we sent them back. The problem is they always returned. So, one of the Tabaxis decided, hey, why not bind them and help create things rather than destroy? And then that technology has now formed into a much grander thing.
So enslavement, essentially.
Yeah, hearing this, you guys, as you can see, Malus is taking a few steps back.
It's only for those that destroy.
I'm not saying there's anything wrong with enslavement. I was just calling it out as it is.
Which I guess you can say, but if they were to be released and continue doing what they were doing, everything would be destroyed.
Isn't there
And
a
you-
high... Oh, sorry.
And you can't simply just take them back to those realms because they'll just find a way to come back.
It's a reflection.
Have you tried talking to them? I mean, like you said, not every primordial is like, oh, I want to destroy everything. There's
I
plenty
say
of us that just want balance.
I kind of throw that in out of nowhere as you see I've been quiet for a little bit.
What do you mean about that?
The riddle that Lokir gave us. It's a reflection. Children delight in me. Children love looking at themselves in the mirror. Old people are horrified by their own reflections. Fair maids love seeing themselves because it boosts their vanity. And it mimics you because it's your reflection. Your brother is in a reflection bar. I don't know what that means, though.
So a
So,
mirror
out-
sealed in a gem.
So out of game, I know the answer. Do I need to roll something for Bar? Because I've played the game.
Just say it if you think
Well,
it.
that's something you just have to figure out.
Okay.
Again, it's something you all have to figure out. Even though you know what game that comes from, but it may be different from this game.
Alright, okay. That's fair enough.
Riddle.
And I expected someone to know it from the game, especially you.
No, don't worry about it. We'll talk about it later. I'm sorry. I was just thinking.
What
But,
about the nobles though? That's something as well. Like, out of the four houses, like causing this political war, then I guess the nicer way, who's doing it for the better of people, or who are the most loyal, as he kind of says it with a little bit of a disgust in, who's more loyal to the Lich King?
Ooh,
Families.
families. Right. The thing you'll learn about money is that there's never a goal they can achieve. I doubt there is anyone more loyal to the Lich King than the other. It's more about lining pockets.
With your experience, would you know about the other families at all? Like who's in charge? Like,
I know a good. I imagine I know a fair deal. Yes.
Sorry, who were the four families? It was Evertail,
Let me pull it out again.
Liddell,
The Dells, the Crowwoods, the
Crowwoods.
Murfields, and the Evertails, which I will copy and paste real quick for you guys.
Liddell's, Evertails, the Murph. That was the one I was forgetting. The Murfields. Thank you.
Murfield sounds like some sort of weird furry place.
God.
The Crowwoods sound badass. They sound like they're on the fucking on the Night's Watch. That's what they
I'm
fucking sound
guessing
like.
I don't recognize any of these names.
No.
Hmm.
This is a alien world to you.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you guys know this better than I do. I didn't even know what town I was in till just now.
Do I know who was most successful with this political landscaping?
The Evertails.
The Evertail.
Who are the current heads then of the Evertails? Because let's be honest, if we're discussing this situation, then we maybe might have to go into one of the families and actually try and beg for help. I know you're saying that they're only interested in gain, but maybe we can do something about that.
I have an idea. You said the Lich King rules. Couldn't he just force them to help?
The Lich
Sure,
King
as long as you get an interview with
current-
him.
The Lich King is currently at war with the Blood Trolls and the Alliance of Azendar. Now,
Testing.
we can hear you.
Okay, sorry.
Now, that is possible. That is doable. But, considering the scale of this threat, as from my understanding, the Lich King would not be able to directly help us without having one of the other kingdoms make a temporary truce, and then together they destroy that kingdom to help out with this current situation.
Alright, so at the moment the Evertails are winning, but we don't really know about what the other three families have in favor right now.
It sounds like there's a whole lot of very immediate and pressing concerns on our plate. I feel like we would need to discuss this before we get back to you, Lieutenant.
Well, I was going to ask, I guess we could do this at PM or something. Did whoever I tried to talk to, Rakir, did he say anything of note?
You want me to say it out loud, or do you want me to
You can.
Okay. He would have told you specifically that events are changing. The past needs to be changed a little bit more. Then you'll have Elemental Slayer.
Well, Rakir, whenever me and Zephyr tried to talk to him, he said that if the past changes a little bit, he'll willingly give us Elemental Slayer to deal with the threats of UNC Ben.
It's possible that if we're able to convince the Alliance and the Lich King to do a temporary truce, and together they destroy the Blood Trolls, we may be able to have a better chance. But not only that, we still have problems here to deal with.
Malos, how exactly did Yancy Bin get free?
Apparently, for what I've been told, someone pulled the seal, and whenever the seal was released, and I point to the spear that Shahatsu is holding, he was released.
He looks at Shatsu with fake and mocked shock.
What?
Or could you?
Oh, don't you fucking dare.
It's good to see that so far things are still the same as they were a few days ago.
That's all I know. Someone pulled the spear out, and that's why we released him.
Sounds about right. So, what do you think, guys? Should we retire to our bedchambers?
We have quite a lot to discuss about, and we have a lot of options as well to, like, what do we do with each of these problems?
I can give one option.
And what would that be, Malus?
We could return back to my plane and try to seek audience with Breezy, get an alliance with him.
It's
Here's
something
what-
to consider.
Here's what we'll do. Everyone rest. Because we all apparently have had long nights. And we'll have a meeting with all of us together, and we'll plan this out. Sounds fair?
That sounds fair to me.
Understood.
Because it's late. We're all tired. We're all thinking on instincts rather than logic right now.
That could work. I'm still not used to this realm, so I'm a bit tired.
Then we will continue tomorrow.
Great. Which way to the barracks?
Through that door.
Can we
And-
get
Oh.
weapons back at least? Or no?
Considering what is going on, considering the full extent now of what you all are telling me, you may have your weapons. But do note, that does not make you above the law. Let's get
Very
that
well.
very much clear.
As an officer of the law, I wholeheartedly understand and agree.
All right. Just not trying to make excuses when I say this, but I still don't really know the laws of this land. So I do apologize if I accidentally do something without
It's-
realizing it.
Will
We'll
there
explain in the
be
barracks.
a mirror in my room?
We don't really have mirrors.
Okay.
You could go buy one within the district, but I doubt anyone's gonna deal with you. Sorry to say.
Well, surely you can send an envoy on my behalf.
We'll send you. We'll do that. And then you'll pay the bill.
Is there anything particularly in the Dragon District that we can really buy to aid us, like food, maybe perhaps?
The Dragon District is, you could say, well better off than the rest of the city.
Oh,
And considering you two are dragon folk, you might have a chance to get everyone to work together.
hmm.
Yes, it sounds wonderful. Unite the folk.
Will I be alright by any chance? I'm kind of worried about this place after hearing these enslavements of elementals.
Just don't do anything rash. And you don't have anything to worry about.
Okay.
You know what, for now, if you come with us as we have aligned goals, we have a giant wolf, a giant snake.
It's a sin move, not a wolf.
It's a what, sorry?
It's a sin move. It's a special creation.
Wolf-like entity.
I'll allow it.
Thank you. You'll be fine with us for now, and I don't plan to use you as a automobile, so...
I have somewhat of a thing to run here. I have multiple different working things that I need to do.
Yes, we shall allow you to get on with your business, and we shall rest up and discuss our agreement in the morning.
Before you two run off to the Dragon District, do you think we should come to some sort of consensus in the barracks?
I would like to talk to you guys beforehand before we go to the Dragon District about current situation.
So we march to the districts, or barracks, of course, getting our weapons.
So you guys go out a door, and you travel down a hallway, and find yourselves in a single room with a bunch of bunk beds that accompanies each of you.
Is it
Are
very
there any-
private in here?
Yeah, I was gonna say, are there any guards at all?
2 guards are left outside.
Okay.
I don't know how you guys can live in this realm. It feels odd. As I say that, you see him stretching a bit.
I need to tell you guys something.
Yes?
Well, obviously with you concerning your royalty as well with the Liddell family,
Royalty? Why, thank you.
you know what I mean. Like, as he kind of chuckles a bit. One of the people I've been looking for a while is Velvet Evertail. She was the person I cared for very deeply back home in Vale. So
To also note, it's just you 6.
yeah.
Everyone else is also separated.
Oh, so it is Shahatsu. Val.
Like everyone,
Val.
it's just you guys as players.
Okay.
Okay.
So yes, in turn, I would kind of like to visit the Evertail household.
Is that a good idea to interfere with her before your time?
I just want to see if she's all right.
That is understandable.
It's the past. Of course she's all right.
What do you mean the past? This is present.
Don't worry, it's a situation. In fact, talk to Ultron about it, he'll be able to catch you up. It's a bit confusing.
So, bruh, I have some pictures to show you.
Who was that? Was that Ultron?
That was Ultron.
Oh,
Yes. No, that was a guard. Hey, bro.
Yeah,
He's
Garth
drunk.
just comes back like into Jedi, like he comes back as a ghost.
I'll tell Malos was his name.
Yes.
Just pretend like we're super philosophical and try to follow along.
Nah, there's just a bunch of bitches. Don't mind them.
Okay.
So, I don't really know what else we can really do with the family, other than
So, other than what?
still trying to figure that out.
So here's my other concern. We know in our time that Libaster works out. They get their stuff taken care of. And we still have the very important issue of gathering allies to confront Rakir and also the Lich King. So would it actually be in our own best interests for the sake of the timeline to sneak out of here and continue on our mission to Fort Thunder and Zunkorth and gathering allies to assault these 2 grave threats and resealing Yonsei Bin?
I don't really get what you're talking about this time or stuff like that, but it seemed like whenever I talked to Rakir, he didn't really seem hostile. I mean, he shooed us away, but he was willing to talk. Maybe we could try talking again.
Well, he has a big scary demon army. Maybe we should save that for whenever we actually have a chance to not get killed by him.
I can't leave a bomb in this city, though. Like, there are innocent people involved here. Like, regardless of this.
Yeah, I understand where your heart's coming from. But this already happened. It made this town stronger. This place becomes unified and becomes a city. It becomes a place of function.
But everything since we've come here has changed. We don't know what other effects. For all we know, they don't make it in this time.
We don't know that they don't.
If these guys are insane about being in timelines.
Go for it. They're pretty insane.
Okay, if you
We're
wish,
playing time travel. Okay, I can work with that.
if you wish to pursue this issue in the town, I will follow you. You know I have your back, and you owe me a drink, remember. But
Yeah, I do actually.
we do have pressing issue, as Ingvar has stated. We do need to fix this Yancy bin issue.
I'm not saying that.
I
I'm thinking
can
that we
tell
could
you
use
that-
it to our advantage, though. We could get the Evertail family, the Light. We could perhaps get these guys on our side.
But stopping
have
a
the
bomb,
money.
stopping
They
a
are
bomb
just-
here isn't going to help that. We need to see the Lydells. We need to see the Crowwood. We need to see the Murfields and the Ethertails.
I'm not saying that we should let the Evertails win.
No. You don't understand what I'm saying. What I'm asking is, how is defusing this bomb, this device, going to help us with... I understand you want to save lives. That's very noble of you. But how's that going to help us with the Crowwoods, the Murfields, and that?
If we can perhaps get one of the families on our side, we can get some serious funding. This funding is one of the main things we need to help us build an army. We need warriors. We need food. We need.
I understand all of this, but how does saving this place help that?
And we also know that there are allies waiting for us in Zun Kors.
There is also the plane of water and air. Like I said, my Lord Breezy does have allies in the plane of water as well as the plane of air. Although, if we do that, know that the fire and earth planes probably won't like it.
Remember what Shahatsu said. We are on a ticking clock. We are running against time. If we stop and try to solve every single ill with this timeline, we will never succeed.
Azir, if you wish to make this commitment, I will take it with you, but I personally do not think it's the right choice.
We already lost someone today. I can't bear losing her too.
You don't know that you will.
That's the problem. We can't be definite.
We can't be definite about anything, but except for one thing. The longer we spend chasing every single problem we encounter, the closer Yonsi Bin gets to awakening Ogremak, gets closer to awakening the Prince of Water.
Ole Hydra.
Ola Hydra. And then that's even more chaos on top of the Lich King who's trying to terrorize this entire world.
I goddamn know that. For once, can I just be selfish and save the woman I love?
The last time you were selfish, you created all of these problems.
You're right. I don't know what else to do. It's my fault we lost Gar. It's my fault I could release Jansu Ben.
It's our fault we lost Gar. It's our fault we released.
Him. I kept my stupid mouth shut.
And if he kept his mouth shut, you wouldn't have got so angry.
If he wouldn't have taken the deal in the first place, he wouldn't have had that mark. It's also Gar's fault.
I don't know what to do, guys. I can't leave her here. I really can't. She's the reason I've been keep going. She's the reason me and her wanted to rebuild the village.
Oh, where is she now?
She must be with her family. She must be with her father.
Is she even born yet?
Well, she's actually been born yet because she is an elf, and they do live for like hundreds of years. I'm saying that to like Will.
She, if you remember,
Mm.
she wouldn't have been born yet. Yeah, no, she wouldn't have been born yet. Because she's around the same age as you.
But then, if we let her father die and her mother, then...
So what do you propose? We go to where they are, we make sure they're safe?
No, because I want everyone to be safe, and I know that's asking for too much.
Not necessarily. I mean, people are going to die. That's the fate of war.
I've accepted that. I really
But
have.
we can...
Please tell me, what can we do to help keep them alive? I understand you want to keep them alive, but you haven't given us solution, you haven't given us resolve.
And that's what I thought maybe us talking here could do something about, like... Apart from, we can't... There's no real other safer place inside the city right now. Like, we can't send them out.
Where are they? Are they within Libesta?
Yeah, they would be... From what I know, then they would be in their household, like...
Then...
May I chime in, if it's alright?
Yes, please, Mouse.
Either you guys are crazy about time travel or whatever, but, you guys mentioned another save, Fort Thunder, right?
Yes, this is where we plan to go.
So, if you're planning to go there, couldn't you try to convince whoever he's trying to save to just go there as well?
Her father is the most arrogant, insufferable piece of fucking filth. But he is needed, and he can be used.
And speaking of concerns of the timeline, every single choice and decision we make creates multitudes of ripples. Who's to say that fiddling with these people won't lead them to their death? We are literally dealing with amounts of variables that only the gods can track at this point. Do you want to risk that over momentary, temporary selfishness now that we could lead them to their harm?
He's just gonna stay quiet, just looking to the ground. I don't know what else to do. But I'm trying to find a way how this can benefit all of us. I know it's a selfish request, and that's why I'm trying to find loopholes around it. And it's not easy either way.
Well, you know about her family. Did these bombings happen back when they lived here? Or is this something new?
Do I have to roll
Would
a
I
history
know
to
that?
know if that was
Roll a history.
roll a history?
Would I have any advantage due to my connection with this creature?
Yep, you would have advantage.
23.
Oh, poop, 14.
So you're learning if any of this is new.
Yeah.
Okay. So the criminal situation is the same. However, they were under the a different name known as the Light. So the situation's the same, just a different name. The rat plague was also a problem, and the political warfare was also a problem. The Dragon Watch and Swords of Chosen were also a problem. The only thing that is new is the Black Panthers. As you guys know of the history, Panthers don't really coexist here in the Ironwood Forest. So that is a red flag, if anything.
And they mean like actual panthers, not like an organization, right?
It's actually like Black Panthers.
Okay.
So there's already changes.
Subtle, but there are some.
But did the bombs happen? That is...
I believe the bombs did happen. However, that could mean that they wouldn't want to escape outside if the Panthers are there. That fool of a father that she has is a coward, but I know full well he wouldn't want to take a chance outside the city walls with them roaming about.
Shahatsu, what's your gauge on this?
Shihatsu's not in here. It's
Oh,
just you
right.
6.
Mm.
Because of the bunk rules. No way.
Again, I can't really talk about this plane, but I do know that the longer Yensi Min is around, the less grip Breezy will have in the elemental planes of air, and the less influence he has, the harder it'll be for us to get allies in that plane or the plane of water. I can tell you right now, the plane of fire and earth will not work with Breezy. They
I'm
one
gonna
kill
stop
each
you
other.
right. I'm gonna stop you right there. It's air and fire.
Oh,
Water and earth are the
my
allies.
bad.
Yeah.
I thought it was air and water. So the longer we are unable to deal with Fiancé Ben, the less influence we have in the planes as well.
But as far as I understand is, if we introduce your allies, air and fire, we then have to deal with water and earth.
It could be a possibility.
Then we're just creating an equilibrium.
Although they might work with us if they know Yensin Bin's been revived. Because I'm sure the other planes wouldn't want him to be running about. They don't work together often, but they have all worked in the past in extreme situations.
So the fire and the water plane don't like their leaders?
Water and... typically speaking, the planes don't like each other, but there's planes that like each other a bit more. Fire and air get along, and water and earth get along. And likewise, fire and water hate each other, and air and earth hate each other.
Why?
But they all, just to add in, they all seek to destroy based on their elements.
But why wouldn't the water plane like hydryle?
Polyhydra.
Because the current ruler would not want him to get replaced.
I'll take your word for that. Don't quite understand.
Essentially, do I actually know who the current ruler of the plane of
You
water
only
is?
know air. As current ruler for air is Breezy. And the biggest reason why they don't want those 4 to come back is because they would cause a planar war in the scales of the Dawn Wars.
So I message that to them and say, basically, reason why the planes don't want them revived is if the princes of elements are all revived, it'll cause a war on the scale of the Dawn Wars.
I see.
So none of the planes want any of them to be revived.
So then that is a good bargaining chip to get them to work together. And perhaps endeavor in our selfish proclamations.
But that's the problem. The longer Yensin Bin is around, the more allies he could get from the plane of air.
If we are insistent on seeking out allies here, I would say our efforts are better spent with your family bar, as they form what becomes the Lord's Alliance, another organization that I'm a part of.
My family?
Yes, the Liddells.
I don't believe you.
There's an issue to regard as well with there's another change. Bar has a brother here.
Apparently, allegedly, I have a
Or
brother.
the guy could just be insane.
Yes, there could be very much that.
That's a possibility.
That is.
This guy is wanting to toy with us already. The way he came in claiming to know me, and what he said, he's trying to play us for his own benefit. I would take what he says about half value.
Might I give a suggestion? From what I'm gathering, if what you're saying is true, you guys are from the future, right?
Something like that.
So couldn't it be possible that he's not lying, but he knows the present you and not the future you?
That could be possible, yes, if this has happened before.
And there's also the issue of Pazriel still looming out there. Whenever I tried to save Gar, Pazriel's voice filled my mind, and he was taunting me.
Pazriel, the Thunderbringers here?
No, Pazriel, the god of wish granting.
Do I know the difference?
You would know there is a major difference.
Okay.
If there is a figure that should be feared within your kind, it is the giver of gifts, Pazriel.
So the second you say that and you clarify that, you can see like his face twists a bit and says, "What is he doing?"
He's trying to royally destroy everything. He's enjoying all the chaos that's being caused. It's why we are here right now, and not in our usual time.
Ugh.
So I think we also need to look at all of these distractions in light of how they might benefit the mad god and his plans to royally alter the fabric of reality. We're not just dealing with ordinary historical threats anymore. We're dealing with an actual malevolent deity manipulating.
And one of the original elemental princes.
And history itself.
I don't know what else I can do. At the end of the day, I feel this should be a group decision, but I'm trying to think of solutions here that can help us and help them, I guess.
But here's the question. Why helping them, given that historically everything works out? Sure, there have been minor changes so far, but we also have not interfered much in this timeline. If we interfere in the level that you are suggesting, it could irrevocably alter time's flow.
And if we don't, we can just let things like Yanzi bin, these panthers.
No, we're trying to stop Yanzi bin. We're just not dealing with every single issue that pops out of the molehill.
I really don't like leaving things to chance, to the flip of the coin, to just leave it like that. Like, they do win in the correct timeline, so I don't see bad then if say we could help them in turn get into power, and then
it's not that helping them is the problem. It's that the amount of time we're losing doing this here is going to cost us significantly down the road.
But we could also gain soldiers. We could gain funding, so we can buy mercenaries. We could buy fucking slaves for all I care. Like, we could get people.
We don't want just ordinary people to fight this war.
Another thing is, for what I'm gathering, what's to say that he would still help us? For all we know, if you say he's arrogant and stubborn, he could just be like, "Oh, okay, thanks," and then screw us.
Judah Evertail he can have his ways, but if we can trick him into thinking this is more playing into his favor, we perhaps offer him a secure seat on his power over in Libester, and also maybe more. Like, we could promise him maybe some land or something. The fact of just hearing that he would be one of the main leading people that helped take down an entity like Yanzi bin, oh, I could see that face from a mile away. like I said, I'm trying to make this in a way where this could benefit the group as well.
Azir, I'm just confused. Where do you actually stand? One day you're telling us not to mess with the timeline. Today you're telling us we should royally screw the timeline, all because it helps you.
I stand in the way where we could make sure that timeline can flow correctly, and
But
making
that's
sure
not
that
what we're
they
doing.
escape and not get affected by this.
But that's not what we're doing. And also, allow me to phrase this somewhat directly. I feel like you are too caught up in the weeds whenever we should be looking at the entire forest. We are dealing with Pasriel, a very manipulative deity who is influencing all of these events. Keep that in mind.
He kind of like rubs the back of his neck, like stressed. I know, and this is why I'm listening to you guys. If I wanted my way, I could just easily just say, fuck it, leave everything behind and just help them. I want to make this world a better place, and I want to correct time. And just finding the hard line of, like, doing it all. We can't.
I suppose the question is, what sacrifices are you willing to make to stop a mad god?
I can't lose her. She's the only reason I'm alive.
Apparently our present doesn't exist anymore. So you don't have to worry about dying, because the future you doesn't exist anymore.
So I can return to a world without her. Great.
That's not what I said. I said you are no longer in danger, because you do not exist there.
I can see what you mean. But... I think I might need to sleep on it.
That's fine. At the end of the day, it's your decision.
I don't want you guys getting dragged up in mistakes I made. I've done enough already.
I think part of redemption is knowing what you can change and what you cannot.
Kind of just give him like a kind of little tat on the shoulder. Like, I'm gonna go and get some air. And he's just gonna walk out.
2 guards look at you.
Is it alright if I go and speak to my other comrades in the next tent?
They nod.
I go and walk into where like Shahatsu and Cal are.
Cal is like laying on the bed. Shatsu's doing its thing. And Ron is somewhat looking at the mirror. Like the glass window. Yeah, window.
Kind of like observing his face and
Yeah.
just I'm gonna like go there and just try to see if I can tend to like Ron in any way. Like, are you doing all right, Ron?
He's sort of examining.
Is there any way I can do to like heal, like, or kind of make the scar less brutal, horrifying?
No. Let's keep it.
Oh, that doesn't sound good. Shahatsu, what do you think of everything? You know, well, you might be our best lead right now to see what we can do with this scenario.
The faster we defeat Yancy Ben, the better. Doesn't matter the methods we use, as long as it's done.
I'm just gonna let it sit there for the rest of them, because there's personally I do want to mention something, but I don't know if it's best to say that
Okay,
in session.
got it. And in that case, we're gonna wrap it up here.
Yep.
As you all have a major decision to follow through with everyone here. The question is are you guys going to help Leibester, or are you going to continue down Fort Thunder? How many changes are you guys going to be doing to this timeline?
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, 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 yeah.
So,
Don't fuck up my timeline. This is my timeline.
No, this is my timeline.
so do we say that we have a long rest before
Yeah,
next
you guys will be able to have the long rest.
Okay.
You gain 1,000 XP.
Yay, 10k.
You guys get 1,000 XP for murdering Gar.
So that was 1,000 XP.
10527.
10527.
Yep.
And,
10
And I will say this: it's a good thing you guys healed. Good thing you guys healed. Ron.
Ron, otherwise we
Yeah,
are
we
lost
got
to
to-
fucking
We're about to
people.
lose 2 companions.
So we have
Yeah.
10,000. So just so I know, we have 10,020.
The two,
10,527.
All right,
Yeah.
so 10,527.
Yep, in
Yeah.
total, that's what we have. You had to fucking bring them up.
Bring who up?
The fucking Evertails.
Yep.
You had to
Welcome.
fucking-
Welcome to the past. Welcome to choices. What
Oh,
are you will?
guys,
What are you
this is-
guys willing to do? You
This
guys
isn't-
can.
I said this is an impasse. It's a present.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying you guys can change so much. You have the opportunity to, just whether or not you want to take it.
Well, it's weird for Malus because like he doesn't know jack shit about this
Just
realm.
got here.
Yeah, he just got here, so you don't know.
You guys are weird.
Well, he even said like, how can you live in this realm? It feels stiff. The wind isn't flowing.
Just wanted to go and buy some groceries, but no.
So, I mean, you guys will be able to, but
yeah.
it's just going to be really hard to when you're being watched.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I could go to the Dragon District, I guess.
I just wanted to talk to a demon lord, but no, I got dragged into this town.
Surprised you didn't get killed, to be honest.
I'm worried about Zephyr. That's who I'm worried about.
Question, Will. Song should be at the same XP as the rest of us, right?
Yeah, everyone should be at the same XP.
Okay, because he must not have put last time.
Also,
Oh, he was
kudos
gone
to
last
you
time.
He was
playing-
gone last time.
So does
Yeah.
he still get the same XP?
Yeah, everyone gets the same XP.
Also,
Okay.
kudos as well for playing Song and Ingvar at the same time.
Oh, thanks.
Well, he sort of knows both characters well, and
I'm going to miss Gar though. He was the asshole that the party needed.
I tried as much as possible to try and help him.
Hey man, we managed to stop Shihatsu long enough to try to pray for you.
you managed to stop something much worse from happening. That
And we
I will
didn't have
say.
to kill anyone.
And
Ha,
you didn't
take that.
have to kill him. Again, we'll see what happens in the future. But you prevented something really bad from happening. I'll say
So,
that.
If I didn't get that nat 20, would that have been different?
It would have been different.
Fuck yeah, story reasons to get nat 20s. Fuck yeah.
I'm just really disappointed it wasn't me.
Yeah,
My faith
Like-
is shaken.
you got 8. I was like, oh no, there's only one person he'll answer to.
That's alright. Wasn't meant to be, man.
Wasn't meant to be.
I mean, Gar could have entered that void, and then that would have been
Probably would have been worse.
We created a new elemental prince.
or something
Or he
worse would have
became
happened.
Azrael.
Yeah, he could have just become like either a worse Azrael, or he just could have. Oh god. Plus,
Don't think of that.
Pazriel. No, it's like here's Pazriel, and here's cooler Pazriel. It's just Gar.
Friendships ended with Gar. Now Azrael's my new best friend.
Oh yeah, I forgot what I came to the city to do. I'll have to remember to do that next time.
Yeah, no, I was expecting to at least try and do some shopping, but fuck that.
But no, Gar went bananas.
Oh, and also, so I've got that fucking picture of Okai Lufar. It's fucking horrifying.
God, yeah.
Hey, and we also forgot about whatever's weird with me during all this chaos. Hooray!
I wanted to bring a point to mention it up, but then it was like, no, let's just have another 5 bombshells dropped upon us.
Oh yeah, did I need to go check in with that guy before I slept?
It's every 24 hours. So in the morning,
Okay.
he'll check up on you.
Gotcha.
And me and Bar can enter the other district, but we might get booed and rocks thrown at us.
You guys can roam the districts. You may find things to be really bad, but you are welcome completely in the Dragon Quarter district, separate from everyone.
Oh.
And none of the others could be in there with us at all.
If you convince the Dragon Watch to let you guys in, and give good reason why.
Yeah, you see, these are my loyal servants.
Yeah, bullshit.
I would like to see you say that when Bar is standing right next to you.
Yeah. Well, actually, no, he has legit reason. He's fucking...
Just call Bar a servant and see what happens.
I'm going.
I think I would actually get Shoryukened in the face.
Yeah. I'm going to head out, get ready for the next game. Me and Will are